the sleep. Yes.
Figure we'll do the guitar stuff like in the middle. Probably. Okay.
All right, Jake. We are here. Let's get some. That is awful. Way to start the show, Jake.
You know, just like
What's going on, Becky? And guys, welcome to Trade Skills, episode 210. I don't know if I need to keep telling you, but just in case it's your first time tuning in, I'll tell you what the show is like I always do. We interview and drink beer with talented people, passionate people. And if we don't do that, we drink beer. We review beer, and sometimes there will be an odd appearance of Brandodamus with horoscopes, and sometimes we'll go to the Jake with the news. And sometimes we'll have a sponsor, a curse sponsor.
man.
I love a good curse sponsor.
Man,
But either way, guys, we are here. Thank you for tuning in.
man, Brandon.
Jake. Yes.
We need to open one of whatever these are.
You're ready, right?
What?
Grab one.
Just drink the good one first.
This is the way, the one you really wanted to.
Yeah.
It's like a Mandalorian prairie beer.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, we're going to be doing a guitar repair later and some horoscopes later. So keep that in mind. If you want to tune in, or if you want to find out who the guitar repair is for, stay tuned for later. Did you want to go straight to the prairie, Jake?
Yeah.
Okay. And Jake, you just got back from Turkey. You did Turkey. You went back to France.
Fuck, man. Trying to poison me, sir.
Yes. I've been poisoned by my constituents. What is that from again? Oh, It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
He was supposed to just bite down on one capsule and make it like he's bleeding out of his mouth, like he's sick, but he just swallowed a bunch of them and then threw up all over the girl he was trying to impress, like projectile vomit.
Oh yeah, that happens.
And he's like, "Oh, I've been poisoned by my constituents." He was supposed to be some kind of like, here, you pour your own. You're being strange.
Sorry.
And guys, tune in around 10 o'clock for Brandodamus's, as much as I like your lunacy, Jake.
Fine. Ooh, that's thick looking.
That's what she said.
I don't get it.
I know you wouldn't. All right, this is the way. So this beer is called This Is the Way. I'm going to swap to, there we go. Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to bring the Batman stinger in every time. We'll go to fade. Yeah, so that's it. Prairie Artisan Ales. It's a barrel-aged imperial stout with dark chocolate, cream-filled cookies, toasted coconut, toasted marshmallow flavor, and toasted almonds. It's 13.6% ABV.
Fuck yeah, it is.
And anything Prairie puts out is usually pretty good. I have a feeling this is going to be a very sweet one. But it tells you it's going to be sweet. I mean, it's a barrel-aged imperial stout with chocolate and cookies and coconut and marshmallow. Like,
this is the way.
This is going to be a sweet boy. Well, Jake, Prost. Next week, guys, is...
Nostrovia.
Next week is... Oh, it smells so sweet. Next week is Oktoberfest.
Thank God. Wow, that's sweet. It is good, though.
Oh, very sweet.
Next week is Oktoberfest.
We're having an Oktoberfest episode. If I had enough time to go ahead and order a lederhosen, I would. I might get it on Amazon Prime. Who knows?
There's time.
We have a week.
We can fashion leather into hosen
Yeah.
on the show.
I'll let you do that.
Oktoberfest.
I'll let you do that.
How cool would that
We'll
be?
bring back our Trappist monk. He's Belgian technically, but he's up there. He's doing his
Spider Monk?
he's doing his best. No, that one is that's my
No, he's a spider monk. See? Because he has like 12 eyes like a spider.
Yeah, he's a Christe. That thing is durable. Jake, did you play a lot of RPGs growing up?
I played RPGs.
Okay. This was one of my favorites growing up. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I figured I might as well go ahead and start. I have all these shirts that I wear rarely, but I'm a Chrono Trigger fanboy. This was kind of like the RPG that really did it in for me.
I did like Chrono Trigger.
That was kind of like, for me, like peak RPG at the time. I had a good friend, Billy Goodson, and he was, wealthier than my family, and
So he had 2 copies of Chrono Trigger?
no, he just had shit tons of games, and
Nice.
so I borrowed his Chrono Trigger from him, and played the shit out of it and loved it. I became obsessed with it, so much so that I've got a fucking t-shirt for an old man like me. So I generally like a little bit more discreet. This one isn't really, because it just straight up shows like anime weeb shit on it, but usually I like discreet. Like, you see it and you're like, oh, I see what that is. That's, insert this.
I mean, you're an anime weeb kind of guy.
I used to be, very much so. I'm going to Facebook real quick, and I'm seeing if it...
Streaming?
Well, no, I know I'm streaming. That much I do know. I'm just making sure it sends through to everything.
Oh, I see.
Yes, I want to make sure it has our info on all the stream. Yeah, Jake is back. We have a celebrity guest guitar repair, blah, blah, blah. Cool. So, Jake, I realized something funny, and it's relative to trade skills, right? It's relative to trade skills. I kept having difficulty with Restream. Restream is an app that allows us to send out to multiple platforms. So we've got YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, all at once. For some reason, every time I kept putting in the episode title, it wouldn't go through. It would say like Beer Lords. It would say an episode like Blessed by the Beer Lords. It'd say this from like fucking episode 176 or something stupid like that, like way the hell back there. It just, every episode I had to go back behind and just re-edit and repaste our current shit on it.
Right?
It was very annoying.
Yeah.
And I pay for Restream, right? Comes out of my pocket. I pay for it every month. And I kept getting these every 6 months or every year or so. They would hit me with like $70. Normally it's like $15, $20 a month, and I pay that just so we can go live to you guys. But every once in a while I would get like $60 or $70 hit from Restream, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Mm-hmm.
So I contacted them, and they're like, yeah, I don't have any. They're like, wait, is there a chance that you could have created another account under another email address? Do you use multiple email addresses? And I was like, I do. And I checked, and I was like, son of a bitch. My like main email account was set up for a billed annually trade skills account, and then our account is billed monthly.
That's annoying.
Very annoying. So I'd been paying double basically every month. And so she fixed it, and I got rid of that other account. And that's when the Beer Lords, Blessed by the Beer Lords episode started. So every time I kept going live, it was shooting it to that and not updating it. And I wasn't understanding what was going on. So I got that fixed, and it's just now confirmed now that we've gone live. So
That's
Jake,
great.
it is great. So Jake, you recently went to Turkey, right? It was your friend Ty's wedding. You got invited, and
go.
You did go. So what do some people need to know? What are some, if it comes up in travel, what are some things that people need to know when traveling to Turkey?
Want to, if you go there, you have to I feel like if you go there, you should not, there's things you should do and things you shouldn't do. And
Okay.
Of those things.
Very vague, but continue.
Of those things, there's some that you'll definitely enjoy doing and others that you won't enjoy doing. And my recommendation is to only do the things that you love doing.
Well, guys, that was travel advice from Jake.
No, but...
Completely wasted 30 seconds of your time.
Sorry. Okay, so...
What are some misconceptions you had about Turkey? About the people, the culture, the food, the environment. What are some misconceptions you had?
Misconceptions.
Yes. So think about if I took a trip to Egypt and maybe I thought that Egypt was just pyramids and that's it, right?
You get there and then the pyramids are way smaller. They're like this big.
Well, then not quite, but that is a big part of it. But, there's a massive bustling city right next to it with a very deep culture, what are some things you thought going into it with no previous experience in Turkey? And are you getting what I'm asking? Are you reading what I'm putting out, Jake?
I feel like I didn't have a lot of preconceptions really, but, it was pretty easy to get around, and
their transportation's pretty good.
Yeah, and I didn't really have to haggle with people.
No?
Not even in the Grand Bazaar.
Oh,
and the Grand Bazaar is hundreds of shops,
Yeah, well, they want you to haggle, but a lot of times Americans are very uncomfortable with haggling, so they'll just give you a price.
No. So they, most things in the Grand Bazaar, they have a price tag on it, and I'll look at it, and somebody comes up to me when they see me looking at it, and they're like, "Hey, do you want to buy that?" And I'll look at it, and I'm like, "I don't know, man, it's a little expensive." And they're like, "Well, that's how much it costs." It's like, "Yeah, all right, I'll see you later," And at that point, there's once or twice where somebody was just like, wait, it can actually be a lot cheaper than that. And I was like, oh, really? Got my attention. But
yeah, you tickled my, I'm interested
there was
now.
once
I'm
where
intrigued.
Somebody was like 4,000 lira, which is $200. And I was just like, no, thank you. And
it's how much money?
4,000 lira, for some, I was looking at some.
And how much does that convert to in,
It's $200, yeah.
Jeez. And if you wanted to buy that somewhere else, was it something that's significant that you could only get it?
Or could you buy it? It was some handmade thing. And
okay.
That's cool.
I mean, yeah, that's.
And I was like, well, I don't know, it's out of my budget. I'll just, and he was like, and then somebody comes up from around the corner, it's just 100, it's actually, you can have it for 1,250 lira. It's like, that's more like it. It's $40 now. So,
How did you find the language?
It's good.
I mean,
they speak Turkish better than I speak Turkish.
Huh?
They speak Turkish.
Yeah, I mean that.
And they're good at it,
One would assume that they, Turkish people could speak Turkish, but
they're good at it.
I'm sure with millions of people visiting Turkey a year, I'm guessing that most people speak really good English.
Yeah.
Especially merchants.
It wasn't most people don't speak great English, but
that's enough.
Easy enough to get around.
Right. I mean, I know my Morocco experience isn't 100% comparable, but
Thing trying to attack me.
I feel like you've seen Aladdin where the very beginning where the guy's like, oh, huh?
Flying carpets.
No, the guy at the very beginning, he comes up and he's like, oh, today for you, a special deal. Dead Sea Tupperware.
That was Bill Murray.
That was Robin Williams.
You're Robin Williams.
Yeah. Anyways.
No, Robin Williams and Bill Murray are the same person.
Oh, heard.
Hang on, I'll show you.
Anyways, yeah, that was kind of my experience to some extent. That opening scene where there's a merchant trying to sell you things and he's telling you there's all kinds of deals. That was kind of like my experience with, to some extent, with Morocco. Obviously, like fantasized or fantastical version of that, but in a sense, they got it. You know, whoever did that, whoever created that, had been somewhere and had that experience.
Same person.
That's Tom Hanks and Bill Murray.
That's.
They're not even close.
They look identical.
That's complete nonsense, Jake. Complete nonsense.
Yeah, you're right.
It's tomfoolery, and it's 100% poppycock.
Poppycock.
Yes, it's fiddle faddle, Jake. It's hogwash. It's horse shit, Jake.
All right, you can just. That was satisfying.
Bull honky. That was I was trying to talk while drinking this beer called This Is the Way from Prairie, and it's boozy, but it's also so sweet.
Man, you want to drink something that's not sweet real fast?
What is that?
Let's drink.
The Italian Pilsner? Okay. I'll put this one off to the side.
Sounds kind of cool through the mic, doesn't it?
I mean, it might sound cool to us, but I can't guarantee it sounds good to them. Phil, what's going on, man?
See, they love it.
We are repairing, well, I won't say we because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but Jake is going to be repairing a pretty important guitar.
I'm going to be going through like a few minutes of it.
A celebrity guitar, which we will divulge the name of said band later. Maybe. We will. And also, in about 40 minutes, I will be doing
meth.
Meth. Brandodamus will be doing horoscopes. So if you want to know your horoscope, if you want to know what's in store, Brandodamus had spoken to all of the gods, the Jade Emperor, Yahweh, Mohammed, Jesus, Buddha, Qingtao, yeah. Lots of deities. He spoke to Wukong, and that's how you're getting your
stuff.
Horoscopes.
That's how you're getting your stuff.
Yes. So, Jake, I don't know if I told you, but Alicia and I are going to Albany soon. Just for a little while. We're doing like a little weekend trip.
How soon?
To Albany. It'll be at the end of the month. We've been talking about this for months. We actually were talking about it when we last left Albany. Jake, I don't... You a son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch, I'm in.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
I'm going to be there October the 14th.
I will not be there then.
Yes, you will.
No.
Yes, you will.
Anyways, skål.
Astro.
Ooh. All right, before we drink it, this is Living Waters. This is Cristo. It's an Italian Pilsner, so it's like a Monte Cristo kind of vibe. And it's got two foxes that are fencing each other. They're dueling. It's an Italian Pilsner, dry hopped with Hallertau, Millet hops. It's 4.8% ABV. And Living Waters is one of our Nashville breweries. So great logo. I like how it's simplistic but also unique. So you can look at one of their cans and you'll know it's a Living Waters can, even if you've never seen it before. Unless you get one of their small batch deals, and that's a different story. But let's get into it, Jake. Well, cheers again, because redundancy.
It's good. It smells like weed. A little bit.
It doesn't, but
It does. To me, it does. Well, I put weed in mine. That makes sense.
I mean, hops and weed are
The same thing.
well, there's definitely some in the genealogy, I guess, of it, or in the tree of life. There are some similarities.
Definitely smells like that. It's good.
Yeah, it is good. Refreshing.
Not sweet.
No, it's not sweet. This is actually one of those, as I say, a hot day beer. Okay. Don't know what that was, but
I need to just start just like backhanding.
Jake, have you ever had a purple nurple before?
What the fuck is that?
It's when I take your nipple, and I twist it until it turns purple. It's a purple nurple. Nurple being your nipple. If you slapped me, I would take a chunk out of your nipple with that purple nurple. Hair, chest, all. Rib cage would be left.
I need to just have like a cattle prod here. It's like I can just be like.
You slap me, and I'm just like.
Yeah, no, I mean I'll be the one with the cattle prod. That would honestly think about how funny it would be if I just like sat here and cattle prodded you all night.
Well, we did try to come up with the idea. I think it'd be a bit of a cleanup. Maybe that would be once we have like a movable table. It's focusing on Jake for some reason. He did something with his hands. Anyways, whenever we have a different setup, Jesus Christ, guys, get it together. When we have a different setup, you know, when all the stuff is in the shop, I do want to have like where you can break a bottle on my head, but one of the breakaway bottles, people won't know that.
I was just gonna. What would you do if I just grabbed the nearest bottle as soon as you said that and just hit you?
Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah, well.
Anyways, I wanted to do something like that. Breakaway bottles, and without all the stuff in here, it might be a little easier to clean up. I do also want to go back to us every once in a blue moon, either cutting cans or cutting fruit with katanas.
Why not just fight to death?
No.
Blood.
Blood?
Blood. Blood. Blood.
Here, talk a little bit, Jake.
Blood. 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 Blood.
I'm making sure your sound is right where it should be.
That sounds right. Yep.
Just making sure you do your voice check as one would do, a musician would do or something.
Right?
No, that was on the higher end. Normal speech, Jake. God damn it.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm being complicated.
I have yours maxed out, and for some reason, maybe it's because you're not talking directly into it.
It's because I have a soft, delicate voice.
Yeah, people will just struggle to hear you.
Oh yeah? Well, not if I talk very loudly and directly in the microphone.
Yeah, you're almost completely blasted. As far as I have you almost peaked.
I feel like this is like somehow a personal attack.
I can check to see how you sound.
Brandon. Not if I talk very loudly and directly in the microphone.
Yeah, you're almost completely blasted.
Oh, sounds fun.
As far as I have you almost peaked.
I feel like it's like somehow a personal attack.
Okay. Well, we seem like we've got the audio down now, so and, you know, it takes a little finagling.
The audio up.
Yes. And it's been what, 2 or 3 weeks since we've done an episode 209, where we did a post-apocalyptic stuff.
Oh man, things. That one was a weird one.
Why was it weird?
Where we made Samurai Cop Brothers as a Bible.
Oh yeah.
Revelations.
That is true.
That shit was wacky.
That is true. It got a little wild there.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
You gotta take a shit. Heard. You guys heard it here first.
Fuck you, Brandon.
Jake has got to go doo-doo. Oh, he is.
Fuck off.
I hear a little along the way. If you guys didn't know, Jake is so awkward with anything body related. So, farts, pee, poop, sex, spit, any of that. Super awkward. So, of course, I like to make jokes about that, and it bothers him. So, he is currently using the bathroom. I think he went off to eat pizza while I was preparing for the show. He had to eat something before he started consuming alcohol. And, you know, you don't want to get too drunk. You want to get maybe a little buzz. That's not really the goal of it, but, you know, maybe a little bit. And, yeah, you'll get there quicker if you haven't eaten. You don't have a lot in your stomach to soak it up. You're going to get drunk quick. So, Hey, Luis, what's going on, man? I'm waiting for Jake to get back. We are reviewing some beer. Jake is going to be doing guitar repair here shortly. And then if you're into horoscopes, we have Brandodamus, who's going to be giving out some horoscopes. If you want to know about your future, if you want to know what's coming up for you in the next coming days, weeks, months, years, or eternity, tune in at 10 o'clock. That's 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And we will have all of that. What's crazy though is I see people tuning in, but I don't really see a lot of comments. So I don't really know if that's, I don't know if people just tuning in and not commenting. I don't know, but I don't see it. Hey, thanks for the heart, Luis. Jake should be back here in a second. But yeah, so I think this might be like your first time tuning in on the show, but this is kind of what we do. We're in the process of, always in the process of improving the show. We've got, multiple cameras, multiple setups, kind of all of that. That's what we have. So today we're doing guitar repair. Tomorrow we're working. Next Monday on Trade Skills, episode 211, we are exploring the world of Oktoberfest beers. So Oktoberfest is usually, contrary to popular belief, it doesn't have to take place in October. It is not something that happens at the end of October. Jake, curb your chaos. Put the tambourine down. But yeah, it's something that usually happens. When would you say that? It's what, September 14th, September 16th into October. Yeah. So next Monday will be 2 days into Oktoberfest.
Yeah, that's true. And I can't wait for that because, like,
one of those previous years, I don't know if you can see it up here. I might have to actually use the.
Have to use?
Yes. I love that you can follow that.
I can.
Here, I'll go and try to find it. We got the beer school, always a good time. Up here. So this Polliner over here, these are all ones that we only did previous Oktoberfest episodes that Jake and I each had our own, and yeah, we got pretty toasty, didn't we?
What we do?
We got toasty. Off of, we even had like a micro keg. Like, didn't we have like this big fucking, like, it was bigger. It felt bigger than a tall boy can that you would get for like a crowler to go. It's one of the previous years Oktoberfest that we had. Oh, this year we have to search for the Christmas Anchorstein beer. And you got to convince your boss to sell us or give us the ones he has sitting on the shelves.
I'll convince him. We'll just go in there and take them.
Is that the move?
Just walk in there and fucking take them. That's what we'll do.
That's what we'll do. We'll just fucking take them.
No, that's right.
Yeah, so I'm going to put my arm down because nobody wants to see big hairy arms. What's up?
Put your arm back up there.
Why?
Arms.
They are arms.
Arms.
But they're quite distracting.
Dude.
Yes.
This reminds me of.
What's that?
I was watching this meme yesterday.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Is it though? Are you sure about that?
Oh yeah. I just thought this reminded me of you. It's really short, I promise. It reminded me of you. This.
Do you think this deer having his enemy's head stuck to his antlers, do you think it scares away the hose, or do you think it helps him get more hose? Don't get me wrong, clearly makes him look incredibly alpha, but it feels like it might be coming on a bit too strong. Do you think this
You remind me of the decapitated deer,
Oh, okay.
right?
Sure. It was a video of a deer with another deer's head
We can just play it. I mean,
stuck to it. I don't know if we can actually on Twitch. It's pretty gory, but it's apparently two deer who locked horns, antlers, and then
just like fucking yanked his whole face off.
I think he died, and then he was stuck there with this creature, with his enemy for a while, and then when it started to decay, somehow the head came off. Or maybe they got stuck and then an animal attacked but he can only get one of them, and he's stuck, so it's in there just chomping down on it, and he kills the other one and allows him to get free. It's a rarity, but he's got his slain enemy's head like a trophy on his
Incredibly
antlers.
alpha, though, right?
It is alpha.
But I do think it would scare away the other deers.
Yeah. That would be like, Jake, if you had an enemy and you killed him and then you made a baseball cap out of him and his face was just on your baseball cap and you just went around trying to talk to girls with this guy's face on your hat.
Incredibly alpha.
Yeah, it's alpha, but it's also like
way too strong.
Yeah, they're just like, ooh, you're probably getting the cops called on you. It's some Jeffrey Dahmer shit. They're gonna call the cops on you.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Oh, yeah, that's a good beer.
It's a good beer,
So Jake, tell me some interesting things about turkey. We kind of got away from the turkey conversation, and I always like whenever you travel to talk about it. So you and I have lightly talked about it, right? We were getting some redheaded stranger earlier, beautiful burger, and you talked about expensive travel cost. But what do you think about like the Grand Bazaar and the very famous, pillared?
The Hagia Sophia?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't go, but
You saw from a distance?
no, not even.
You never saw it?
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I
I
really
feel like
didn't.
there's a picture with you in it in the background.
No. That was the Blue Mosque. But the Hagia Sophia is a little further. I mean,
It's the one that's got like the 4 pillars around it.
the minarets.
Yes.
Yeah.
You never saw that thing.
I don't think so.
Wow, disappointing. That's kind of like when you see that in a photo, you're like, oh,
Gotta
that's
go there.
Istanbul.
Yeah.
That's Istanbul.
Yeah, it's their most iconic landmark. And
It's like, I went to Egypt.
Didn't go to the pyramids,
I
though.
never saw the pyramids. I went to Cairo and I never saw the pyramids.
It would actually kind of be like that.
Yes.
I know that's a disappointing thing to hear.
It is. It is a little disappointing.
I wasted the chance.
Well, you were there for how many days?
3 days.
And what did you do in these 3 days besides the Grand Bazaar?
I just drank with locals, man.
I mean, that's always fun. It's always fun to drink with locals, but...
Met a bunch of Russians, met a bunch of Ukrainians.
Oh, yeah? Did you go to museums or art exhibits or historical sites?
No.
Jesus. For me, that's soul crushing. That's a wasted trip for me.
Is it, though?
But it's,
I had a really good time.
Yeah, people travel for different reasons. I love history. I love...
That's not history.
Like historic architecture. I love, I do like the food is probably third on the list. It's not, food is not a main driver for me. I do love the food and it is memorable.
In Turkey.
What's that?
I didn't actually eat.
Yes, you did. You were there for 3 days. Jake, come on.
I ate got a lot of coffee.
Don't lie, Jake. I thought I saw you posting pictures of food.
Just once.
So you did eat.
But I was in Paris. I'm sorry, I'm being difficult. No, what did I do? What did I do when I was there? I guess I saw some things in the city. Like...
You did see the Sophia?
No, I don't think I did. It was far away. It's like a 20-minute walk, man.
That is not a long walk as far as like a European walk. If you're like, oh, it's 20 minutes away, you're like, God damn, that's close.
Yeah, on the same trip, actually, I walked almost 2 hours for a beer at a place.
Yeah, it's a Muslim culture, so I can imagine that there probably wouldn't be.
No, there's a lot of drinking.
Is there?
Oh yeah.
Because there wasn't in Morocco.
Yeah, I didn't see any difference in drinking in Istanbul versus
Anywhere
in
else?
Europe. Yeah. It was in fact, if anything, there's more drinking.
By locals or by tourists?
Both definitely, but
Because I mean,
at least more than 50% locals though.
So I remember going to like some like pubs and bars when I was in Morocco, because they do exist, but there'd be like 3 people in the whole place. The bartender didn't drink, and then there would be like one old man or maybe 2 old guys, and then one random like foreigner. And that was about it. And then one of the places I went to was super poppin', but it was all pretty much foreigners drinking.
Well, all the people that were, around my age or younger, that were all the locals that I met were definitely drinking. And like, I mean, it was not like casually. They were really drinking a lot.
They were getting fucked up.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking wild. I stayed in like the crazy part of town though.
What's the next trip on your way?
Next place I'm going?
Yeah, European trip.
Man, I don't know. I want to go to Germany again.
Next year's Oktoberfest?
No. Kind of want to go to the...
Have you done Scotland yet? Or have you done the UK at all?
No.
British Isles? None of it? You gone to Ireland?
No.
Oh.
Never been up there.
I
don't see the point.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I do kind of want to go.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I think the English don't really have great food. Irish have great food. Scottish have great food. English not so much. Traditionally. Now there's like Indian restaurants and there's a bunch of other cultural restaurants that pop up in there that are great. But English food not so much. And they're like, "Oh, English, yeah, it's a something nice curry." And you're like, "Bro, that curry, that's not English." It's not that's the crown basically like commandeering India and taking over and adopting. That's
a British thing to do though.
That's so British.
Actually, when I was in Kalkan, the town in southern Turkey, it's like
Is that what this sign is over here by your amp?
yeah, some locals gave me that thing from Kash.
Did you go there?
Yeah. It was cool.
It's a cool place.
Yeah.
But anyways,
A
continue.
lot of
Colcana or whatever.
yeah.
What about it?
Well, so it's like a British vacation town,
Okay.
kind of, for some reason. And like when half the people are vacationing Brits. I don't know. And
It's their like Cancun.
yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I
that.
won't say quite PCB, like Panama City Beach, because it's not a culturally different area that we've kind of taken over. It'd be kind of like Cancun.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, girl, I'm going to Cancun.
Yeah, it definitely had that kind of feel to it. And like
Or like all of Jamaica.
it was very
or
pretty.
Hawaii.
It's very pretty, very cool. But like, I remember I was looking for like a beer one night.
Yeah.
I was looking for just like nearest bar to my hotel, and walk past like 2 or 3, and like one of the bars is like named the Sherlock Holmes, and I'm like, of course, it's like the British are coming. It was.
Were there like a shit ton of British in there?
Oh yeah, they're fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
It was literally all Brits.
Oh, there you go, mate. That's our place right there. And they all just like wandered in there and got pissed drunk and poorly represented their country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for some reason, I always thought that Americans were like the blight of travelers. Are they
It's
like
actually Australians.
Australians are not usually. It's usually English. And Alicia kind of confirms this with me. She more so said that than I did, and then after me thinking about it for a bit, I was like, you know what, she's right. Americans are pretty bad, you know, tourists, you know, especially like if there's a military base there. A lot of times they act as a fool. They get drunk and they get in fights, or they, you know, they get up to some kind of shenanigans, and then the English are there with them. Canadians are always cool, respectful. The French are always pricks.
No, I like the French. Fuck. Fucked up, man.
Huh?
It's fucked up, man.
It's not fucked up.
No, I love,
I'm apparently a good percentage French, and I hate it.
I've always had a really good time in France. I always make friends in France.
Maybe you're just the right amount of avant-garde that they're like, ooh,
No,
he's an American who's a little different.
that's,
Look at his purple pants.
I didn't wear
So avant-garde. Purple pants and stripes.
man.
Half gay parade, half prisoner.
Fuck you. This is a good outfit.
Dude, do your thing, Jake. Nobody can tell you how to dress, Jake. Jake's always gonna Jake.
Wait, what?
Jake's always gonna be Jaking.
Yeah, that's true, man. I'm sleepy.
I can tell. Drink more. Okay. I don't have time for it.
Oh, wait. Cheers. The fuck, dude? That's so uncool.
I lost interest. After two attempts, I lost interest.
But Brandon. Yeah, man. So I don't know where I'm going next in Europe. Maybe like somewhere up north.
Okay.
I gotta
Like
make
Norway?
Maybe. I might go back to Spain though.
And Spain is not what I'd really consider.
I do like
It's central Italy, I guess.
Spain is central Italy.
West central. West central Europe, I guess.
Spain is Europe.
Yes. West central.
So I think, yeah.
It's definitely not northern,
No, it's not northern. I was saying I might just go back there instead though.
Okay. You should try someplace different. I know, you did Turkey. Bravo to you. Check out England or Ireland or Scotland.
Oh, fuck. England, Ireland, and Scotland.
Norway, Sweden, Denmark.
I've been to.
No. No.
Let me think.
How much Belgium did you do?
It's in Antwerp and Brussels.
Did you like it?
It's good.
You get some good beer? You were there for what, 2 days?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Cantillon.
I haven't done Brussels yet. I think Brussels and I'm trying to think what other one I haven't done on the west. Brussels and France. Those are the only two that are left.
Belgium, you mean?
Yeah. Belgium and France are the only two I have left.
You went to Luxembourg?
I guess Luxembourg would count since it's so small.
What about? You've been to?
Yes.
You've been to Montenegro?
It's not its own, is it? Are you sure about that?
Yep. Have you been to Monaco?
Is Monaco its own as well?
Monaco's something.
It's one of the 260 countries or whatever.
Yep. It's a real thing. It's only a city-state, but...
So it'd be like counting the Vatican.
No, it's bigger than the Vatican.
Well, I went to San Marino. It's its own thing.
Okay, good. San Marino's good.
And I've done...
Andalusia?
Huh?
Andalusia.
Andalusia, southern Spain?
No, the city of... It's like between Spain and France.
No.
But
Like
not Andalusia.
Andalusia is like southern Spain.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's like La Mancha.
It's something else. Andorra.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's between France and Spain. You
Okay.
gotta go there.
I don't know. I've got a good bit of them, man. I've got Slovakia. I've got Hungary. I've got Czech Republic. I've got Spain, Italy, Ireland, Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales, England, Norway, Sweden, Denmark,
There's
Germany.
almost one place though.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I
I
got
don't
you.
know. No, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
a
I'm
few.
not
Portugal.
really so much. I don't really care to.
I just
Oh,
want to. I just want to see what they're about and experience them. You know,
Yeah.
Portugal was kind of not really on my radar. I felt like it was going to be a bit
I
redundant.
like Portugal.
Yeah, I dug it. So that was a nice surprise. Portugal was. So
Yeah.
I'm
Did you go to the Rock of Gibraltar?
in southern Spain.
Mm-hmm.
No,
No. You should.
I flew over it.
Fucker.
I flew from Madrid and then flew over it to Morocco.
Mm-hmm.
The British-owned Gibraltar.
Yeah.
No, I have not.
Yeah, I feel like I've been to a pretty good number of countries at this point.
Yeah, you got what, 15 or so?
Probably more than that. I think. I have to think though. I really don't keep up with it so well.
Yeah.
I know I only have one page left in my passport. And I've filled up like 8 pages completely, like top to bottom,
Yeah.
with stamps.
A lot of the places I went, I just didn't get stamped. If I took a train, you know, because I started, I started the train ride in Norway.
I've just been making
And then
it
all the
up.
way down from Norway to, I flew into Norway, and all the trains I took from Norway, pretty much down, through Croatia and into Italy. I didn't really get stamped much. You don't really
making a
get
lot
stamped if you just travel by train. It's usually by plane. I usually get stamped. I did whenever I was trying to go through Slovenia, and then I had to go back around through Austria and get to Croatia. I did get stamped there, but very rarely did I get stamped
I'm gonna go to
other than flights.
Mongolia.
Mongolia. Okay.
Ulaanbaatar. Ulaanbaatar.
You can go to Kazakhstan.
No, fuck Kazakhstan.
What?
Just don't know anything about it.
Oh.
Fuck them. No, I'm just kidding. That's mean. That's mean. No, but I feel like I do want to go to Mongolia pretty badly.
That's a big one, man. Sounds expensive too
No, I don't think
to
it
get
is.
there.
I actually don't think so. I was looking into it a little bit, and it's like, from where I was in Turkey, man, it was like $100.
So how much did it cost to get you Turkey?
500 or 600.
Round trip?
Yeah.
So an extra $100 to get there, $100 to get back. You're looking at what, $800 bucks?
It's not bad. Probably could do it more efficiently and cheaper.
Yeah, there's probably a way to do
I think
it.
I could get there for probably 6 or 7.
Well, guys, 15 minutes till your predictions, your horoscopes. They seem like they're pretty interesting. Brandodamus predictions.
Brandisius?
Brandisius.
Fuck texted me.
It's a guitar repair.
Yeah.
Well, Jake, I'm going to go ahead and bust open another beer. Actually, I want you to open this one up because I opened up the last two and talked about what they were. So I want you to...
Hang tight, cowboy.
You said you didn't want to drink that much, Jake. That's why I didn't...
Well, I lied.
Okay.
So
This one will be for Jake to open.
is this what we want to drink?
Yeah.
Keep cool and concentrate.
What's it called?
Twinskins.
That's not what it's called. That's... What's it called, Jake?
Wushizushi.
That's not what it's called, Jake. What is it? What's it called? What's it called?
That's what I was referencing. I'm glad you got that.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna play the song.
I'm ready, Jake. I'm empty.
I know.
You can't play any songs, Jake. It's literally like copyrighted material.
We're gonna do a cover then.
This is awful right now.
Hang on.
I'm
Wait,
dying
you gotta
internally.
be patient, my guy.
I'm dying internally.
You gotta be patient.
We got
okay?
the Nuka, the
Here we
Nuke
go.
over here.
Are you ready? Here it comes. Because you wanted me to. Fuck! I hate ads. I hate ads. I'm sorry.
Why don't you just say the name of the beer,
'Cause I
Jake?
need, like, it's because hang on.
Now you can. With
Because I wanted to do this reference.
lots of them.
Okay.
Look at this.
That is somebody who has a cowboy hat on and a mustache, and they are.
Alright, it is actually gonna copyright us because I
It
thought that
is.
was the live one, but it wasn't.
What's it called?
Hoochie coochie. Hoochie coochie.
What?
So,
Jake, just be an adult.
I know. I will not.
Jake, just be an adult.
This is the
What? Just show it off. What's it called?
hoochie coochie.
They can't see that. It's called Hoochie Coochie, Jake. It's called Hoochie Coochie. Okay, go ahead and drink your beer and then snap that bad boy open.
You want me to snap it at this beer until
Yes.
it opens? It's not working.
It's not, and you're peeking my microphone.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a lunatic. All right. Right. Okay.
Jake, bust open that Hoochie Coochie.
It's now open.
Okay, let me get some of that.
Okay.
Pour up that Hoochie Coochie. Ooh. Way down yonder on a Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a Hoochie Coochie.
I hate that song.
We laid rubber on a Georgia asphalt. Got a little crazy, but we never got caught.
I really hate
All
that
right, this
song.
is Hoochie Coochie IPA. It's India Pale Ale. It's American IPA. It's from Soul and Spirit, 7.1%. It's product for kings and queens. Government warning, and according to Surgeon General, blah, blah, blah. Memphis, Tennessee, music and inspiration and food pairings. Visit soulandspiritsbrew.com. Keep cool, consume fresh. Let's hope so. I don't have a date on this. All right, guys, I'm going to show you a little bit of this Hoochie Coochie. What's it called? It's called Hoochie Coochie.
I'm having fun with that noise. Sounds fun.
I see that. All right. Let's get into the Hoochie Coochie.
Wait, you guys do the noise.
We go way down yonder on
No,
Chattahoochee.
we're not singing that. Just do the.
Oh,
Man, that's so cringy. I love cringe factor of our show. Sometimes we are actually pretty cringy people. You know that?
yeah. It's there. It's there for sure.
Oh yeah. I like that. We are basically Wayne's World, you know.
Yeah, just a little. So we don't have a team like Wayne's World has. You know, there's usually like 2 or 3 guys in the background managing the cameras and doing all the rest of that. It's just me instead. So
Yeah, we
There's
should get a
that.
whole team though.
if you know people who want to be a part of this,
We'd have to pay them lots of money.
well, I wouldn't want to pay them. Someone who just wants to be part of it.
No, we gotta pay them lots of money.
And is that a Rick and Morty? if you
Lots of
if you
money.
pay me, it's the whole whenever money becomes worth 0 of itself.
What?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. It's a solid brewski.
Beer.
Are there any regrets that you had in Turkey? Things that you missed
Yes.
that you wanted to see?
I did regret things. Not the Hagia Sophia. But
I would have regretted missing that.
no, I sort of saw it from a distance, kind of. It didn't seem worth walking over there.
One of like the main most.
This is really loud.
Is it?
Yeah.
I got you. Hold on. Here, do your see if it takes down. Listen. Better?
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah.
All right, what were you saying?
It's a pretty important
It just didn't
monument.
seem that important.
It's kind of like
I saw it
you know,
from
like,
a distance.
I saw the Coliseum in the distance. It was like, I mean, it's whatever. It's
Well,
Coliseum.
I didn't go in the Coliseum either.
You didn't?
No.
Jesus.
No, I mean I just walked.
What are you
past it.
there for, Jake? You're there for the
saw
booze.
the Coliseum.
You're there for the booze. Are you there for the booze and the food?
Why do you have to walk in the Coliseum?
I feel like I'm noticing a pattern where you're kind of missing these things that are kind of like, I wouldn't say essential, but it's kind of like you got to do it at least once. Go in there, check it out, and it's like you're not curious why millions and millions of people go to this to see what you aren't curious to see what it's all about.
I know what it's all about.
Okay. To see it firsthand. I mean, I loved going into the Coliseum and touching things that were, walking down and having my hands on the walls. And like, I know that's a little bit damaging to the walls over time, but, to sit down on a pillar that is, 2,000 years old.
Yeah, but
I mean, that's
It's
great.
just novelty. I mean,
It's novelty, I suppose, but I appreciate I love history.
who built the
So,
Coliseum?
aliens.
No, I'm serious. I mean, it's like, is it the history that you like, or is it the novelty? Who's the emperor that built the Colosseum?
It wasn't Marcus Aurelius. It's prior to Marcus Aurelius. Octavius came after Marcus Aurelius, and it wasn't. Is it Hadrian?
Look, no. I've made my point. My point is, and that's okay for it to be about the novelty, but it's not. I mean,
I don't like. I get where you're going with it, but it's not like I'm not gonna go to these things and like remember every single detail of all of it. The Colosseum is important.
well, give me a detail then.
I'm not gonna remember every single detail.
Any detail.
Any detail from 2017.
Anything
Let's
about
see.
the Colosseum.
2015. Sorry.
I'm giving you a hard time. It's not a big deal. My point is, though, it's like I don't know. It's.
Well, if you put somebody on the spot, they're not going to be able to recall things, anyways.
Sure.
I remember seeing the
I
location
understand. I
of
understand.
where the Christians were martyred, basically murdered. Remember the under cavities. I remember seeing what it used to look like. The marble being ripped from that and used for St. Peter's Basilica. Yeah, it takes a bit for me to recall it all, but I definitely spent many, many, many hours inside that thing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. No, I didn't. So there's some. I don't really like tourist things much. So
You went to the Louvre, right?
yeah, that's different though. Kind of different.
Took a picture of the Mona Lisa, yeah?
I didn't even see the Mona Lisa.
No? But you went to the Louvre.
Yeah, fuck the Mona Lisa. Who cares?
Yeah. What's your driving force is getting into it? What's your driving force to even go to places like that?
Well, I like art and history.
Okay.
This is why I went to the Louvre. And because I like art and history, I did not bother with the Mona Lisa.
Okay. So you like history, but I'm sure you went to some other cool historic locations in Rome.
Yeah.
I'm sure it wasn't just booze and pizza.
Yeah, it wasn't. No, I don't really drink that much in Rome. Didn't anyway.
I mean, you went to the Forum. Check that out.
Went there for a moment.
You saw the obelisk and the the Egyptian obelisk, and then the Roman pillar, like the very famous Roman pillar.
No, I just like walking around in the old parts. Just like walking around, really.
Yeah.
I didn't. Probably. I tend to walk. I don't know how many miles I normally walk when I'm abroad, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'll normally walk pretty much nonstop for like 8 or 9 hours a day.
Yeah. I think so. I can enjoy.
Well, no, probably longer than that. Probably like 15.
I can enjoy the history of something and not know every facet of it, and still appreciate it. Do you feel like that's a thing?
Yeah. No, I mean, I like history.
Like I can go to
I mean, I like a lot of history.
I can go to
I
the-
know a lot about the Colosseum, in fact.
I can go to the towers or what's left of the towers in Florence and maybe not know all of the exact history of it, but I can appreciate it for its its history and its importance.
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Travels across the globe just to walk around. It says Jake travels across the globe just to walk around.
yeah, no, I think I mostly enjoy walking around, you know?
So who built the Colosseum?
Let's look it up.
No, you put me on the spot, Jake. What's
I told
up?
you it was okay. Let's see.
No, you said you know a lot about the Colosseum.
I know a little bit about the Colosseum.
Well, all of that info is out there right when you walk in the place.
Mm-hmm.
This
Vespasian, yeah.
it started under
Completed under
that.
Titus. I knew Titus, but Flavian dynasty.
It's basically first century. No, I liked the Colosseum. I liked the Forum. I'm trying to remember some of the other places
Yeah,
I
I
went
like
to.
the
It's been since
Forum's cool.
so I went in 2015, which is
I like
it's
the Circus Maximus,
is it the other
the other Colosseum,
yeah
but a much bigger one.
in Rome?
Yeah, like it's the horse racing.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. It's not as grandiose or complete as
Well, it's not preserved really.
right.
Yeah, you know.
And some of those are even turned into like plazas and shit now. Construction kind of went around them and made them into plazas. They're remnants. You know, you even have to look at it from a street view map or like an overhead map to be like, oh, this is a really, you know. Did you like the Parthenon in Greece?
Yeah, I like Parthenon.
It's pretty dope, right?
Yeah.
No?
No, I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool being, you know, living in Nashville, seeing the Parthenon here, complete, you know, as, you know,
Honestly, their Parthenon's lame compared to ours.
true. Ours is complete.
Ours is complete.
What's crazy though is that how our Parthenon would have looked pretty close to what the original did. Probably 200 years ago, the Parthenon looked completely different than it did now.
One of the funniest interactions. One of the funniest interactions I ever had in Greece. Sitting at a bar. Like, it's like a guy from Greece, real talkative. It's like starting a conversation, you know. He's like, "Where are you from?" It's like, "I'm from, you know, the United States." It's like, "Oh my God, it's so cool," you know.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
And it's like, I don't know. He was probably a few drinks in. I don't know. Anyway, he was just like, "Do you love Greece?" And I was like, "Yeah, I like Greece." And he's like, "The Parthenon." It's like the greatest building ever made. Have you ever seen anything like it? And I was like, "Yeah, I've got one already." And he was like, "You've got one already?" And I was like, "Yeah." It was kind of funny.
I do in fact have one.
Yeah. It reminded me of that, like, you remember the scene in Monty Python? Where they're, like, talking about the Holy Grail, you know? And they, like, go to the castle and they're like, "We seek the Grail." And they're like, "We don't care about that." It's like, "You don't care about the Holy Grail?" It's like, "We've already got one." And like, they said they've already got one. You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a great scene. All right, is it time for your bit?
It is time for Brandodamus.
Okay.
Man, don't call it a bit, man. You're breaking the immersion, man. People
Sorry,
are
I was trying to offend you.
It's 10 o'clock. People need
right.
to know. Should I do it again with a
Right?
no. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to get it set up right. Okay. You're killing me, Jake. I'm literally dying currently. All right.
Oh,
Let's get this. Let's get this back up.
It is time.
There.
Oh, there it is. There it goes.
All right.
Okay. Is this you drawn by AI?
Yes. It didn't get my grays right though.
No.
But you
That's
know.
good.
All right, guys, prepare for predictions and your horoscopes from Brandodamus. Brandodamus. Trying to get this to go away. There we go. Should I do it in Morgan Freeman, or have we killed?
Oh, you don't have to Morgan Freeman.
Have we already beat that dead
I feel
horse?
like you just use any.
All right, Aries. If you're not sure you're Aries, March 21st to April 19th. This month, Aries, you'll feel like a bull in a china shop, but with a twist. The china shop is your life, and you're the bull trying to delicately navigate it.
Ow.
Expect unexpected hurdles, like tripping over your own ambition and breaking a few plates along the way. Remember, it's not the chaos that defines you, but how gracefully you dance through it. Your lucky object, Jake, is a feathered pen.
That's always true.
Yeah. Taurus, April 20th to May 20th. Taurus, your stubborn nature may get you into trouble this month. As you refuse to budge on matters of principle, you'll find yourself locked in an epic battle of wills with the universe itself. Sometimes a little compromise can go a long way. Your lucky animal is a chameleon. I don't know if you guys like lucky animals or objects or numbers, but they're in there, okay? Gemini, May 21st to June 20th. Get ready, Gemini, because the cosmic twins are in a playful mood this month. You'll feel like you're talking to yourself, but it's just the universe echoing your thoughts. Embrace the duality of life, and you'll find the answers you seek in the most unexpected places. Lucky number, 22. Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. Cancer, this month you'll be feeling more introspective than ever. You might even start to wonder if your houseplants are secretly plotting against you.
They are.
Take some
Ours
time
were.
to nurture your inner garden, and you'll find that your wildest fears are nothing more than overactive imagination. Your lucky object is a vintage mirror.
Okay.
Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd. Leos, you'll be radiating charisma like a supernova this month. People will gravitate towards you, and you'll feel like a star of your own cosmic show. But beware of burning too brightly. Even stars can burn out. Your lucky number is 8. Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. Virgo, your analytical mind is on overdue this month. You'll find yourself questioning everything from the meaning of life to the ingredients of your cereal. While seeking answers is noble, don't forget to savor the simple pleasures along the way. Your lucky animal is a squirrel.
Oh, I thought you said object. I was like, what the fuck?
Libra, September 23rd to October 22nd. Libra, balance is your mantra, but this month it is as if the scales are stuck in an eternal seesaw. Finding equilibrium may feel like an impossible feat, but remember, chaos has its own beauty. Lucky objects, a set of scales. Fair enough. Scorpio. Joey, what's going on, man? Joey's tuning in. If you know your sign, Joey, tell it to me, and I will give you your Brandodamus predictions. Scorpio, your intensity knows no bounds this month. You'll dive deep into the abyss of your emotions, uncovering secrets even you didn't know you had. Just be careful not to get lost in the shadows. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Lucky number, 13. Sagittarius, your wanderlust will be an all-time high this month. You'll dream of far-off lands and epic adventures. But remember, sometimes the greatest journey is one within. Lucky object, a world map.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Capricorn and Cancer for my wife, and please. Capricorn, this is me. December 22nd to January 19th. Capricorn, your ambition is your guiding star, but this month it's leading you into uncharted territory. You'll face challenges that test your resilience. But like a mountain goat scaling a peak, you'll reach new heights. Lucky animal, a mountain goat.
Jesus Christ.
You said you wanted Cancer as well. Cancer, This month, you'll be feeling more introspective than ever. You might even start to wonder if your houseplants are secretly plotting against you. Take some time to nurture your inner garden, and you'll find that your wildest fears are nothing more than your overactive imagination. A vintage mirror is your lucky object. Aquarius, your eccentricity, your eccentric, is your superpower. And this month, you'll use it to shake up the status quo. Just be prepared for some raised eyebrows and puzzled looks. Embrace your uniqueness, and you'll inspire others to do the same. Lucky number, 42.
42.
Is that the lucky number of?
That's the meaning of life, dude.
That's, Aquarius. So fucking true for Cancer.
Yeah. Houseplants.
Pisces, your intuition is your secret weapon, but it's in overdrive this month. You'll have visions and dreams that seem prophetic, but deciphering them is like solving a cosmic puzzle. Trust your instincts and you'll find the missing pieces. Lucky object, a dream catcher. Remember, dear readers, the cosmos has a sense of humor. Even in the most ominous moments, embrace the mysteries of life, and you'll find beauty in every twist and turn. Good luck, and may the universe's humor be with you.
Love it.
If you're popping in and you want to know your Brandodamus prediction, you're more than welcome to ask anybody that pops in. Just throw your sign up there, and I will give you the deets. I like to have this yellow shirt on, and it's like, yeah, we don't know what to do with that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. Nice, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know if... Okay, I guess this is the actual background.
Fuck it. Am I right?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm a Pisces moon, so that's weird. What did Pisces say? Your intuition? Your intuition is your secret weapon, but it's in overdrive this month. You'll have visions and dreams that seem prophetic, but deciphering them is like solving a cosmic puzzle. Trust your instincts and you'll find the missing pieces. A dream catcher is your lucky item. Jake, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, Jake?
Sorry.
Stay with me, Jake. We're a team, Jake.
All right.
We're a team.
Team.
Okay. Anyways,
Go team.
we still have sports. I love sports. Go team.
Yeah.
All right.
What was that one? That one thing that was like that?
That's the.
Just like, woo, sports.
She's like sports. Go team. I love sports.
Yeah.
You like some broccoli? Just like pulls it out of her pocket.
What's that from?
Go team. It's just some random girl. Yeah, it was like a TikTok or something. Somebody went up to interview her, and then that's just kind of what happened. It was so impactful and insightful and inspiring that.
Hey, was it Frank? Hello, Frank.
Boomake. That's Bumio and Jake. Frank, what is your sign? What's your sign? And I'll give you a horoscope. You're just now tuning in, but what is it? And what is that?
This is box.
Oh, and I will tell you what's going on. Anyways, let's chug down this beer, Jake, because we have 3 more beers left. Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, eh?
Yes.
Is it Sagittarius or Sagittarius? I think it's Sagittarius.
It's old Saggy boy.
I think it's Sagittarius.
Could be.
Sagittarius.
All right, here I go.
All right. Is it doing the thing?
Yes.
There it is.
All right, Sagittarius. Your wanderlust will be at an all-time high this month. You'll dream of far-off lands and epic adventures. But remember, sometimes the greatest journey is the one within. Lucky object, a world map. I've never heard you talk about travel, to be honest, Frank. Not saying that that's a strange thing, but I've never heard you talk about it. So that would be interesting. Jake,
I'm talking to ChatGPT
why?
because I need an idea.
Well, I hate it, for the record.
Would you like an idea to be of?
I don't know, Jake.
I need
Write a story
noun.
about Brandodamus.
I need a noun besides Brandodamus. I want a thing specifically. Brandisius?
Is that my fantastical name? Brandisius? Like Odysseus? Love a good road trip.
Okay, so
Tell me all about it, Jake.
I need a noun. Any noun.
I don't understand nouns. Adjectives, adverbs,
All right.
verbs. I barely speak English, Jake. You should add hoochie coochie in there somewhere. Where was the last road trip you did? You said you love a good road trip. I guess you have some wanderlust in you. What's the last road trip you did? Where'd you go? And what did you take away from it?
Me?
No,
Oh, Frank.
Frank.
I was like, what? Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember my last road
When we
trip.
worked at Mello together, I either called him Frank the Tank or Septic Tank Frank. One or the other.
I never remembered that.
It was just, Frank was a good guy, so I just like fucking with him.
Mm-hmm. I remember that he sometimes made food.
He sometimes made food.
Mm-hmm.
He did do that. St. Louis, Missouri. All right, Misery. You know who I'd love to have on the show? Who last time we talked to him, he was in Misery? John Gow.
Yes.
I'd love to have John Gow on again.
Rest in
Or
peace.
he's not dead.
We don't know that.
You're right. We haven't heard from John Gow.
really might
Hashtag John Gow at John Gow.
You think maybe we scared him off by just being like, we miss you so much.
John Gow, please come back to us. We miss you.
That is possible.
Yeah.
That we just
He said his name was
frightened
John, so he's like from New Zealand, and he said his name was John, and I was like, oh, okay, I gotta find a way to remember that. And he's like, think about it like a John, like a toilet. And I was like, well, I'm American, so we don't call it the John. And he's like, oh yeah, that's right. He's like, well, just John Gow. Yeah, good guy. I'd love to have him come to Nashville and hang out a bit.
If he's still with us in the world of the living.
Knock on wood. Don't put that evil out there.
He might be dead.
John Gow is not dead.
But you don't know that. You know what? Just in case he is dead, why don't
You
we just
gotta
have
stop.
a moment
I gotta
of
stop
silence?
what? She says, you gotta stop.
Why do I have to stop?
Let's see. Well, I'm going to go into this, and I'm going to at
You do that all the time. It's weird.
At
You
John
gotta
Gow.
Stop doing that.
I'm going to at John Gow it.
Till he pops up? No, man. Let's just tell you what.
Joke of the day. What's the difference between in-laws and outlaws? I don't know.
I also don't know. Oh, that's a new one to me. I don't know that one.
Well, the punchline is coming.
What? What'd you need to stop?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she's telling me to stop. Outlaws are wanted. I see what you did there.
Oh yeah, it makes sense.
In-laws, not so much. And you know, outlaws like a wanted poster. There, wanted. Yeah. Should I bring in? Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna pull in one of these, Jake.
What is one of those? I'm gonna regret this.
I'm gonna randomly choose a card. Well, it's not for you to choose. It's for me to choose. Jake, what's the first concert you ever went to?
I don't know.
You don't know. You just been to so many that you just don't know.
I don't know which concert was the first concert you went
What's
to.
the first one you remember? Like it doesn't have to necessarily be your first, but what's the first one that was profound to you? Hold on.
Might have been maybe the might have been maybe the it may have been the Flaming Lips, maybe.
Flaming Lips. Okay. Are you getting ready to pull out a question?
All right. What's your dream job if money didn't matter? Have you been told you look like someone famous who wasn't?
Are these things you want me to answer, or are you just throwing these questions out?
What was your first job, and also what book have you recently read and why?
I think the one that I'm working on is Gin in the Mockingbird's Eye. I think that's what it's called.
Mockingbird drinking gin?
Yeah, Gin in the Mockingbird's Eye. I think that's what it's called. That's the one I'm working on, the book. And what was the other one? First job. I think my first job was actually at a restaurant. I guess it was a restaurant. So this flea market in our hometown, it's not the Kitty's flea market, but it was the Jefferson flea market, the new flea market or whatever. And they had a hot dog, hamburger, French fry kind of like area. It was like a place you can order all of that. And I worked for them and would like take people's order and then like bring it to them. So I was basically like an entry level server. That was like my first job. And then I worked at Mike's Country Store, and that was awful. And then I was a Subway.
It was awful.
I was a sandwich artist at Subway.
Really? I hate Subway.
So I did that. And yeah, we weren't allowed to eat the cookies unless the cookies were already broken. So it incentivized us breaking cookies.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
What are you?
I said make an extremely cursed conversation prompt to ChatGPT. It said, "Oh Jesus Christ, that's dark." It says, how about you converse with your future self who returns from a time when humanity has become a colony of sentient AI beings, and you must convince them that organic life is worth preserving at all costs.
This sounds like some debate shit.
It does, doesn't it?
That's like right up your alley. You and Alicia's alley. That's up you guys' alley. She still hasn't answered me what I need to stop. I'm waiting on it. She might have dipped out.
Alright, that's weird, not cursed. I hate ChatGPT. ChatGPT's fucking lame.
Well, you are on ChatGPT 3, the free ChatGPT. What's the first music you bought?
I have actually don't think I've ever bought music. I pirate it exclusively.
No, you don't, Jake. I've seen you go to concerts and leave with music.
Yeah, but I don't listen to the records. I buy them to have.
Okay. I would say when Black Album came out, Metallica Black Album, there was
I hate
That's okay. But in my youth, I loved Metallica, and I still do. So from everything before the Black Album, I love it. It's great. But I remember going to Camelot Music. I think it was either Camelot at the time, or maybe it was Turtle Music at the time.
Turtles.
It's where FYE was, and
Turtle?
then was gone. But anyways, I went and bought the cassette for Black Album. So that was my first. And then the first CD, I think, actually was Green Day Dookie. Here's a question for you, Jake.
I hate this game.
Ooh, what's your most powerful and vivid memory?
Murder.
I literally bought this so we could ask questions on the show.
I know, but it's just not like intense enough. These are questions that you ask if you want to scare away a first date.
So this was wasted money on my part because you'll never partake
I didn't say
in
that
this.
officially, but
That's cool. I love wasting money.
no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. They're not that bad. I mean, they're just not creative enough to really be engaging, I think.
I think maybe she was responding with, it was during the time that you were questioning me about history and whether, if I like the history so much, like what do I actually remember or what did I take away from it? And if the history was so profound and important to me, why don't I know these things? And I kept going in on it. Maybe that's why she was telling me to stop.
I don't know. I mean, I think if we're going to talk about that subject a little bit more, I feel like...
You haven't done any guitar repair.
Not yet, but I will.
Well, I mean, we're 30 minutes into, we got 3 beers. We're halfway into the show, Jake.
You think we should do some guitar repair?
Yeah.
Fuck, all right.
So this beer we're currently drinking is called Hoochie Coochie IPA, and it is, it's from Souls and Spirits Brewing. So this is the point where I guess Jacob, maybe, I don't know, he might be shy about it. Maybe it's like a business respect thing that maybe he won't mention whose actual guitar this is. And it's not, I mean, it's cool, but it's cool, but it's, it's whatever. Maybe he's not interested in mentioning it. But he's now bringing in the body and the,
put this shit back together. It's gonna be hard to do. Probably. I don't know.
okay. You're grabbing the other neck. So what does this job entail? Like what do you actually what do they need for you, or what do they ask from you?
It's fucked up and I need to unfuck it. And
So this is a double neck guitar, correct? Is that would be the correct term, or is there a better term?
I guess I already started. I need packing tape.
Packing tape?
Yeah.
You own packing tape.
I don't know where
Just grab your. Are you talking about like my tape that I'll let you borrow? You talking about that, like what you would tape a box with?
packing tape.
I mean, I have packing tape. If you
I
need,
also have packing tape, but I don't know where it is right now. So
do you need my packing tape?
if you want me to go further in fixing this than I am right now.
Honestly, I think last time you borrowed it, you said, "Hey, I can't find mine. Can I borrow yours?" And that's.
I think it's in the car, but if you want me to do anything related to guitar repair, you're gonna have to give me packing tape. I
All right.
mentioned this earlier.
Yeah. So what's the major fix, Jake? What's the deal?
Man.
What's the sitch?
This thing sucks. It needs to not suck anymore.
No,
So,
I need you to tell me
I
more
had
than
to
that,
take-
Jake.
I had to take this fucking thing off of it, and
Okay, so these are the necks.
yeah,
These are the necks of the
this
guitars.
is what that is.
Hispania is the name of it?
Yeah, but ignore that. That's the guitar company is defunct. It was never really. It's now defunct and was never actually funked in the first place.
Whose guitar is this?
Greta Van Fleet's.
Who?
Piss off.
Who?
It belongs to the one cat from Greta.
This is the Greta Van Fleet guitar. I like the mother of pearl right there.
That's nice, isn't it?
Little crown,
Very
yeah.
nice, isn't it? Yeah, so I basically have to. This shit is in the wrong place, and because it's in the wrong place, the guitar plays like shit. So I need to put it in the right spot.
So did they at some point swap necks, and the neck was actually supposed to be in?
It's just all the physics of this thing suck, and it was built poorly to begin with. So I'm trying to solve that problem. It's not really all that hard, honestly, but maybe a little bit hard. I need sandpaper and packing tape, though.
Got your packing tape right there.
Where? Whoa! How'd you even do that?
Right there, packing tape.
All right.
Have you ever been this close to a guitar that Greta Van Fleet has never used?
No, it's on a few of their albums.
Maybe it was used for just studio purposes.
No, you can find photos of them.
No, I mean, I saw a photo of not the lead singer, because I don't think I've ever seen him play a guitar, but his brother, his twin brother. I have seen him in an interview holding this guitar, and that's kind of the extent of use that I've seen with it.
It's gotten a lot of use.
I mean, yeah, I see the wear and tear as far as from just constant guitar, our constant picks. This right here, man, that's rough. I mean, this is stuff that you never see anyways. You struggling over here? Sorry for all the bright lights. You know, for a studio, we have to be somewhat well lit. Are you taping this to the chair?
No, not really.
Oh, okay. So I've got to choose between a couple beers as our next beer. I've got a mango sour with habanero. I've got a sour ale from, it's a collaboration between Resident Culture and Tripping Animals Brewing. It's a sour as well. Cool logo, I dig it. And then our final is Three Floyds, and it is Town of Munster. It's not normal. A blaze of mango super action. American Wild Ale brewed with mango. So that's 2 mango sour beers that we have coming up. Get right in there. Oh, god damn it.
Fucker. You did that on purpose. You spilled all the beer on the table.
I did spill a smidge. I probably should like get rid of cans as we use them. Okay. I mean, I was being self-conscious. I just toned it back a bit. What? I'm gonna do some modifications. I'm gonna put this off in this corner. And then I'm going to
Just dropped a razor blade in my socks.
That looks somewhat nice.
I don't know. I could explain myself, but I feel like in order to explain any of what I'm doing, it would take like 2 hours.
And it would kind of take away from doing your work. So if you had to like pull away and explain exactly what you're doing.
No, it's just I don't think anybody would understand it. Maybe they would.
You think they're all simpletons?
Well, you have to have a lot of understanding of how this whole thing works. I think. I mean, it's not that hard, really. I don't know, but I just feel like I would have to do a lot of explaining.
As he is a guitar repairman.
Yeah, I do hate guitar stuff. Jesus. Like, 9 of my 10 worst moments have been because of guitars.
So I want to go ahead and open up another beer while you're working on that, Jake.
Okay. If you must say.
I think I want to go into this Fooder Mango Fiend. Fooder. It is a Fooder style beer. Fooder, whatever you like to say. I like to say Fooder, but we've kind of gotten in the bad habit of saying Fooder or Fooder because we had a beer at our job called the 53 footer, and it was like a truck that was a 53 footer truck, and yeah, it was a beer, basically a Fooder style beer that we had in kegs and tequila barrels aging in the back of a 53 footer truck. So it was a really good beer that Pretoria put out, and I think I still have like 2 or 3 bottles of it, letting it age a bit. Maybe it'll be in a future episode. Maybe we'll open up one of our vintage beers that is in allocation to or are in line with Oktoberfest. Maybe there's one in there that's.
It might be, yeah. Shit, man.
What's the scoop? What's the skinny, Jake?
Just need to do what I'm doing for another 45 minutes.
What's that? Do you have any room in your glass for another beer?
Yeah. There you go. Well, I need to pitch the neck back further for a lot longer.
Where did you want this? I don't want to get it too close to.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, and it's kind of a monotonous task in this case, but not so bad.
I feel like I need to go in here and like adjust the brightness on this one.
So this one.
Filters, color correction. Let's see, color correction. And we're going to maybe tone down the brightness just a smidge. Going to that's better. Not great, but better. All right, so while you're holding on to that and stroking it.
Feeling the frets.
This beer smells great. I'm not gonna lie. This is Now with Mango, Town of Munster, Three Floyds, Foder Mango Fiend. I like the logo. It says, "It's not normal. American wild ale brewed with mango, 7.3%, and it is a fiendishly wild ale aged in our wooden foeders and brewed with fresh mangoes, mango juice, threefloyds.com." And I'm trying to see Munster, Indiana. I'm gonna maybe cheers without you.
It's not legal.
That's not legal. Wow. That do be a tardy boy.
Yeah, so I don't know. This is just gonna eventually improve playability.
It's gonna what?
Improve playability.
Playability. It's gonna be what, more flesh on there, and the strings, there's not more accurate tension, or
Well, sort of. Yeah, but
it's not gonna go out of tune as much.
no. I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with that. But I'm just gonna play better. Take a little bit of tension off the top. This thing had all sorts of shit wrong with it. Mainly that the top was collapsing, so I had to add this brace, and add these braces, add some stuff in here,
You had to add all of that?
a whole bunch of shit, yeah. And then
How
I
long
had
have you
to-
been working on this here bad boy?
Too long. Technically, the first time I did something to this thing was like 2 years ago, but I haven't seen it in maybe a year and a half. It just showed back up in the shop like 3 weeks ago.
Hmm.
I guess 3 or 4 weeks ago. And it's close, man. I'm getting close to done. I had a whole lot of problems, honestly. I mean, like, I think everybody else in town didn't want to work on it, so.
It seems like it would behoove them just because of who it is, but I guess there's always going to be somebody out there who.
Yeah, but like, anybody that knows, but looks at this thing and realizes what you have to do to fix it, which most of us.
Was it maybe like out of their skill level, and they maybe don't want to fuck it up? Like there's too much at risk, and it's like, oh, you were the guy that fucked up Greta Van Fleet's guitar.
No. I mean, it's just a very long, very time-consuming job. It's not worth a whole lot of money, really.
Oh, the
I mean,
time to money ratio isn't right.
well, they'll pay for it.
When they can
They'll pay.
they can fix 2 other guitars, simpler guitars, and make the same amount of money with a lot less headache.
I don't know. I just feel like most people wouldn't take on something like this because it's complicated.
Hmm.
You know, I don't know why, but well, you know why, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's it'll be fine later.
Yeah.
It's getting close to done. I mean, I have a lot to do, but I mean, I'm gonna have to, because obviously, if I just glued this on, it would come flying off. It wouldn't work. I have to refit the dovetail, which is gonna suck.
How long do you think you have left of work on that?
Man, maybe 4 or 5 more hours
That's it?
total. Yeah. I'm gonna be done this week for sure. Then I'm gonna install a pickup.
They're wanting to make it like electric to some extent, like some electric component to it.
Yeah, I mean, they need a pickup, yeah. 'Cause they're gonna take it on tour for the rest of the tour.
So you'll end up seeing it a lot. Maybe you see it in music videos or a lot of other. You see a lot of like twin, like dual neck electrics, right? Flying V's and things like that. But I don't really see a lot of acoustics. Maybe that's just me being like not very knowledgeable about the craft, the field. But
No, you don't see many. This is a dumb thing to build.
is it?
No. It's upsetting.
And that you actually have to work on it is upsetting.
No, it's cool. It's a challenge. It's the interesting thing is if I so normally an acoustic has probably 140 pounds of pressure on the top from the strings, right?
Yeah.
It's just like that's just like the pressure from the strings being at full tension, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And a 12th string has like maybe 180 pounds, right? This is a 12th string and a 6th string on the same guitar on the same top. You know, so it has maybe this top has about 300 pounds of tension constantly on it. It's double what most acoustics normally deal with.
So this is something that they're constantly going to have to battle with to keep it functional, or if it's
So, I mean,
like,
it's just a dumb thing to make because of that reason.
I mean, after you fix it, like, is this something like
Nah, it'll be
5
fine.
years
It'll
from
be
now
fine.
they're going to have problems with it again?
Maybe it'll be fine for a while. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's
A dumb thing to make?
built in the 60s, so still working.
Yeah.
Well, it's not working right now, but it will be. It was
Would you-
functional a few years ago.
So being from a guitar builder side, would you say it is well made?
Yeah, it's well made.
Is this something you would ever attempt, or do you think it's just fucking stupid?
I don't know. Maybe.
These things, were they like mass produced, or is it just like to order?
They probably made like 100 of these.
Oh.
But it was a factory that built them though.
Oh, okay. This wasn't
Yeah.
like an artisan that was sitting there, like an independent guitar maker.
No, it's a factory.
España is a big Spanish company.
No,
Oh,
they're from
Spain?
Canadian.
Canadian? España?
Yep.
Literally, the name means Spain.
Yep.
Okay.
They're they just wanted to sell classical guitars in the 60s. So
I mean,
I'm actually not kidding. That's why they're named that. But yeah. So they built guitars back in like 60s, maybe not for very long.
is it like decent material that goes into something like that?
So the materials are all North American woods that
Okay.
were shipped to Finland, were built in Finland, and then shipped back to Canada and sold in the Canadian market. So that's
I mean, there are like exotic woods in there.
no,
It's like rosewood or
no, it's all
pretty common stuff.
mostly.
What do you say, catalogs or what's the?
No, it's mahogany and some rosewood, but spruce.
Nothing super hard to get back in the days, or even now.
Yeah, it's nice. It's not like
It's not extravagant.
I'm pissed off at whoever fucking shaved down the bridge
What would be the purpose of doing something like that?
to make it play better. But they've ruined the bridge.
Is it something you'll have to replace?
No, it's just gonna fucking leave it. I think I could replace it. I don't want to. It would be a pain in the ass.
That's this.
No, this whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a hassle.
Yeah, that looks like it's a pain. Like very.
No, I do that all the time. I mean, I do that job all the time. I don't want to do it.
Ooh. That is a Fooder style beer. That's a tart boy, but really funky. You know,
Sweet tart, yeah.
wild cultures, very funky. It's in my pocket. Oh, I know what's in my pocket.
Yeah, man. What's in your pocket?
It is a zipper to a bag of mine.
What's in its pockets?
Like in his pocket.
Like, what is in his pockets?
It is the tip of a zipper from one of my bags.
Where the fuck is the goddamn ring?
It's meant to like.
Where's the goddamn one?
You're meant to. It's meant to be ergonomical, so you can
Precious. Where's the precious?
pull down, and then it just pulled right off, and I was
want
like,
my goddamn
son of a
precious,
bitch.
motherfucker.
taters.
Potatoes.
Anyways, let's continue with the show, Jake.
Yeah.
Did you want to do any more on this, or I saw you do some measurements and stuff?
Yeah, I
Is there
mean,
any
I'm trying to. The whole point of what I'm doing is to make this angle. Like, imagine if there's a string coming from down here, right?
Okay.
Like, if your strings run down this way,
Right.
obviously. And so essentially the string is like pretend this ruler is the string.
Right.
Almost, right?
You don't want it to hit that
You want it
to go over it.
well. If this is a string and the string rests on the saddle, then the string height right now would be like that. Except you also have to account for tension, so it's probably more like that, which makes this guitar unplayable. So, what I'm doing is removing material from the back of this and fitting the joint so that it slowly angles it like this, right?
Right.
More like that. I mean, obviously that's exaggerated, but to improve the way.
You got some of these coming out.
is. Yeah, it's fine. Unless I lose one, because that would be very bad.
I'm sure you have replacements, right?
I don't.
They look like little skulls.
These I cannot replace.
Well, all
That
right.
would be very bad, because nobody makes them in this particular shape anymore. So it's really weird shaped. It's really weird shaped one.
He's like, fuck, I just lost one.
Yeah, but I usually put tape over that, but I don't own tape, so
Yeah, there's tape right there.
it's not my tape. Where's tape?
This tape right
Oh,
here.
I don't use that tape. I don't use packing tape. Come on.
I mean, you asked for packing tape. I got you packing tape.
Yeah, I need that for this. It keeps the paper from breaking. It also keeps it from scratching the back of the thing.
Right.
So,
I mean, I have some, that up there is,
no, it's okay. I'm just gonna like not lose one,
that's gaff tape. And, it does have some slight adhesive, but less than most.
I don't know, man. It's gonna take. This takes a really long process. This is one of the more expensive jobs in guitar repair. Like.
Well, I imagine because people, didn't want to fucking do it at all.
Yeah.
People, turned them away and was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, very few people do this job. Because it sucks.
And you're just slowly sanding down some of the material to allow it to sit at a different angle.
Yep.
So it's playable.
Mm-hmm. Basically. I'm just getting there, ever so slowly. Yeah, I don't know. Could be worse.
Just something you're slowly gonna have to work on it over time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that far away. It's just, just a painfully long job, usually. I mean, I've been working on it for a few days already. It's more than halfway there, so that's good.
It is
Oh my God.
a very tart boy.
Holy shit, it's so fucking sour. I hate it.
3 Floyds, making them some sour boys.
Fuck you guys. Fuck the 3 Floyds. Wow. Yeah, yeah, I don't know, man. It's getting there. It's kind of a, yeah, I don't know. I normally charge like $1,000 for this job, so.
$1,000?
Yeah, but this one's a $2,000 one. So I have to do 2 of them. It's pretty fucking gnarly.
That's like chump change for them.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
But anybody who has to like take on the work is just like it's super annoying for them. Is that something that some of the other people who work where you work just didn't
Probably.
want to touch it?
No, I mean honestly, nobody else knows how to do this.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, there's a lot of other. I mean, it's way harder than it looks.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I mean, you went to school for this.
So, I mean, you gotta fucking take this thing off. You know, without it looking like shit. Right?
Right.
It was glued on there like fucking 50 or 60 years ago.
Yeah,
Hard to do
this
that.
all of this looks like super harsh.
Yeah.
Did this look like this at one point?
No.
And just the glue ate it up?
No, it never had finish. I mean, of course it doesn't have finish.
There's like no point in putting finish on that.
Also, the glue, yeah, and I mean, it would cause problems.
Okay.
Um,
Because it would pull the finish and not the
no, you can't put finish there because the glue won't stick to the finish.
right.
So none of that matters, though. You just want a good gluing surface. Doesn't matter. Yeah. I mean, there's. I mean, this job is something I see fucked up more than anything else. Just about. Like, I don't know.
Just like a big pain in the ass.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to do. Like, there's just a lot that can go wrong, which is why a lot of people don't like touching these. Here's one I ran into today.
Oh, the same style?
Same problem. I mean, same neck reset, but you know.
That looks fucking heinous.
Yeah, that's a bad scenario. But $1,000, you know. Look at
Yeah.
this. Look at that shit. What do you do?
Is it snap?
Yeah, it's snapped off.
Is that something that just glue would fix?
No, you gotta do a lot more than that. But yeah, that shit sucks, you know. Yeah, as far as like taking the joint off, you know, it's like kind of. I mean, basically. I mean, I feel like it's not like that hard to do, but like, I mean, I feel like this thing's not like that hard to do, but like, it's really hard to like do it and it look really good in the end.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta be like really careful.
And you want that when you're done, that people are like, holy shit, who did that?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Let
Like,
me
you gotta
get
be,
him.
like-
Let me bring him on the road with us to do all of our repairs.
Well, that's not how that works, but
It's wishful thinking, Jake. From somebody who's not in the field, it's wishful thinking.
you know, repair guys don't normally go on the road. They don't want to. Maybe they do, but I don't know.
Well, Jake, like you did earlier, I'm going to use the bathroom, so I'm going to squeeze by real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna
And
just.
I'm going to let you continue doing what you do.
I'm just gonna.
They're all on you.
I'm gonna just be like dead air while you're gone, but in a good way, you know. Man, I don't like fixing stuff. I don't want to do it. I just wish it wasn't broken. That would make much more sense. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why me? Okay. God, that's so tired. I hate it. I hate it. Boy. back one viewer. Oh shit, they left. Fuck. Brandon will come back any moment. And we'll get our viewer back. Fuck. Okay. I'm just gonna hang out until Brandon's back. Or until somebody says hi.
What are you doing, Jake?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Are you not feeling the repair, Jake?
No, I'm feeling it. It's just gonna take forever.
I know. And you did say it was not going to be too, cinematic. You're like, hey, I've got this great guitar that I'm doing a repair on. This is something that we can talk about my trip to Turkey, and then we can talk about, we've got Oktoberfest episode next week. So if you guys like beer, you like Germany, you like Oktoberfest, we're doing that. That's next week. So we're going to have just all Oktoberfest beer, stuff that you only can get during Oktoberfest. I'm definitely going to be filling out my notebook. It's over there, but it's a notebook full of labels from cool beer. I'm probably going to put Hoochie Coochie on there. I'm going to put Miami Vice, Helter Swelter, which we haven't had those yet. So, Jake, I've got a good question.
Yes.
Has nothing to do with
Stuff.
Oh, Evan Zupko, what's going on? Courtney, how's it going? Has nothing to do with, these are just people who tuned in on Facebook. Has nothing to do with guitar repair. Do you want to finish with the sour ale with habaneros? So a sour, spicy, or did you want to finish with this Miami Vice? Do you want to finish with a spicy beer, or would you like to have something to cool it off afterwards?
Spicy last.
Spicy last. Brave man, brave man.
So, remember when we were gonna make a spicy beer? We're gonna call it Hazy Blazy.
Hazy Blazy.
Good time.
Like Human Torch vibes, but then it was gonna have a hoppy head. So it'd look like the Human Torch flying, but its head will be a hop. Be a Hazy Blazy.
Yeah.
We tried, man. We tried. We brought it up to the brewers,
They
but
were
it was
about
honestly, it was during COVID and they had bigger things on their plate. So we're like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna move this down a bit.
Brandon,
Yes.
I want to play Starfield. I haven't played it yet because I'm too poor to afford it, but I'm gonna play it.
I mean, I can get it on this, but then
Do you want to?
no, because then you're gonna be on my computer all the time. This is a streamed computer.
Starfield.
We could download it and we can have episodes where we play Starfield.
Yeah, we would mod the shit out of it.
No, well, I would want to go through at least a playthrough before I start trying to fucking
You don't want
mod
to do
it.
that. You want to mod it almost immediately.
No, goddamn no.
Yeah, you do. No, you don't understand. Bethesda games they never ship complete. You need to finish it for them.
No.
Trust me, I know how this.
Why don't you play it
works.
on your laptop?
That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
But my suggestion
Okay.
is that we just go with the best possible setup. Or we both play Starfield at the same time, but at different places.
It's not a
both, right
multiplayer
here.
game though, is
No,
it?
it's not a multiplayer game, but we can just sort of make it multiplayer by.
I don't want to fill this desktop with tons of video
Malware.
games.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I usually email malware to that desktop.
That
If you ever open your
explains
email on that
all the
computer-
half-naked photos of Tom Selleck you send me.
Yep.
All right,
That's
so
me.
you want to go to Helter Swelter next.
Yes, sir.
Are you done with your fooder? Here, take the
Actually-
last sip. We'll go to the Jake cam and take the last sip.
The what?
Chug it. Just get it out of the way. I'm opening up Helter Swelter.
Cheers.
I don't have anything left, Jake, to cheers with. I've got a whisper of something down here. That's enough to cheers.
Hooray. It's not bad.
He's,
So tart.
he's dying inside.
So tart.
It is a tardy boy.
Damn it. It's fucking painful. Wow.
I'm gonna move that back where it was.
Yeah, man.
For the point
I don't
of-
know.
Repair. All right, Helter Swelter.
Yeah, it's more fun to talk about the guitar repair than to actually do the guitar repair.
Oh, okay.
To be honest, because I have to focus to do the guitar repair. To do it.
Notice I had two song related because you were doing guitar repair to some extent, to some facet. I had two music related beers. I had Hoochie Coochie.
That's not even.
Yeah, way down yonder on the
That ain't a
Chattahoochee.
fucking song.
It gets hotter than a Hoochie Coochie. But now we have, instead of Helter Skelter, it's Helter Swelter. It's a mango sour ale with habanero. I'll let you guys see that a bit. Helter
Oh, wait, you
Swelter.
didn't want it. I thought we wanted to drink the spicy lamb.
Oh, we did. My bad. It's Arcane Ale Works, and it is in Largo, Florida.
Fuck, you just asked me that question. And you did the
I'm
opposite.
sorry. I'm a piece of shit, Jake.
Well, fuck.
You should have already known. I just grabbed it.
Well, fuck.
Smells different. Smells like a sour.
Smells good. Smells good.
A little spice in there. Not much. We've had worse.
I want a really spicy beer. You know what I'm saying? Like
The
one that's just
Chupacabra was pretty spicy.
Like, no, but like I mean, I want one that just like
Fucks you up.
you're like, oh fuck, I don't think that's drinkable. You know what I'm saying? I once made. I remember there was this one Taco Tuesday that was on Cinco de Mayo,
Yeah.
right? And we're all sitting around at the bar at the B after work,
Okay.
and we're all like, should we take shots of tequila? And I was like, yeah, but this should be spicy. And they were like, okay. And so we did tequila, but then I muddled an entire jalapeno, an entire habanero, an entire serrano. Right?
As a spicy boy.
And then shook it with the muddled parts of that instead of with ice. So it didn't cool it off at all.
It
You
just
know,
it,
I
it
just,
just
like-
exacerbated the heat. It pissed it
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, I did that. I shook
You had
it.
habaneros, jalapenos, and serranos in
Not
a
only that,
bag. Fucking.
I shook it until
fighting.
the peppers fully dissolved. Like it took hours. Like just shaking this cocktail until the peppers fully dissolved.
What if it just exploded in your fucking hands?
Terrible. No, I'm just kidding. But I did shake it for a long time.
Pepper bomb.
I overdid it, you know, and then instead of taking them out of shot glasses, we hollowed out jalapenos.
Yeah.
Poured them into the jalapenos, and then shot it, and then ate the jalapeno.
Oh, I thought you poured it into hollowed jalapenos and shot it out of the jalapeno.
Yeah, shot it out of the jalapeno, and then ate the jalapeno. Yeah.
Mm.
You drink it from the jalapeno, and then eat the jalapeno.
I mean, that sounds like a good time.
It was pretty fucking spicy. To be honest.
Did you get lit up?
No, I didn't do it. I just made them do it.
You didn't do it yourself?
No, I'm just kidding. I did.
Say, what a fucking.
It was good. It's pretty. It wasn't as.
A fucking move.
It was like numbingly spicy, which is what you want.
That's exactly what you want.
You rarely find beers that are like
Yeah.
truly spicy. You know.
I'm interested to try this out.
What is that?
Am I doing
What are you doing, Brandon?
stuff? Let's see your audio levels.
Good, yeah. Much better.
It has you going into mic 1. Maybe mic 2 isn't going through.
I don't fucking know. Oh, that would make sense actually.
Why?
But my audio level's been quiet all night. Is
No, it's been on.
It-
It's not on now. There's
right
nothing
now.
plugged into
yeah,
it.
there's never been any. This is fine. I ordered. Lost the app. Yeah. Hooked it.
Dude, I only had one of those. Here, do the tappy thing on it. Like, don't talk, but
Happy?
all right. Is it not? What's weird though is I hear it. Are you tapping it? Maybe you have to go into.
Definitely.
Would you say that's a condenser? Say that's a dynamic?
Probably not.
Okay.
Good about this. Can't be a good.
Should work. Let me try to. Well, you know, I was hoping it was going to work.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna be done with this card. Have it glued up. Oops.
Did you want to get paid? Well, these things are important.
Bitch, where my money? What's that song? Is that song?
Hey, dirty. Baby, I got your money, don't you worry. See, I plugged it in and it started working right off the rip.
Weird. How's that song go?
I don't know. I'm gonna test that some. When I get some free time, I'm gonna test it to try to get that working. Because I
Oh, yeah. Is it this song? The Rihanna song? Damn it, not fucking. Why is. I'm getting a Pokemon Go ad? Is this the song? I think that's the song. No, shit. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find the. There's this part in there. It's like, bitch, where's my money? You know. I just remember a couple weeks. I don't know this song. I just remember a couple weeks ago, Ekin got in trouble for we were like, they like sent him like the wrong paycheck or something, and he like texted our GM that song, the song like, bitch, where's my money? And he got in trouble for it.
they didn't think it was funny.
No, they didn't think it was funny. They're like, what the fuck? He got in trouble for it.
I mean, that sounds hilarious.
I know, it was hilarious.
Was it a good birthday?
Oh yeah, we had a time. We had a good time.
Did you tell him I said happy birthday?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Yes. He wept.
I highly doubt.
He did. No, well, he did weep, but not for that reason. But
Because he had so many friends there.
yeah. Yeah. No, it was good. It was a good time.
When I get more free time, I'm gonna test this out. Because
Yeah.
I wanted it for when you and I make sure my sound is good.
Oh yeah.
I want it so whenever we get
Stuff
all
in the
this
field,
moved into
yeah.
the shop and we actually get the shit ready and then can start moving this in, then we have the couch over there. We can have lavaliers and we don't have to have microphones like right up to our face.
Right.
That's that's kind of the goal.
Why don't we? Okay, hear me out.
Okay.
So you know how it's not that hard anymore to have like ChatGPT or like AI or whatever like emulate somebody's voice like nearly perfectly, right?
Okay.
They can say whatever you want them to say, right? It's not that
Kind of,
hard, right?
kind of, yeah.
Right? You just copy the voice and then you just type what you want and then it says it in that person's voice, basically.
Right.
So we have AI write a program that like lip reads us, you know?
So we never have to actually talk?
No, we'll talk. We don't have to have a microphone at all because the camera watches us and guesses what we're saying, and then AI just writes the audio so that we don't have to be talking or have a microphone. Like we have to talk so that it has something to pick up on, and we couldn't talk if we talked like this, it would know what we were saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But does that make sense?
Yeah.
You wouldn't you letting the AI.
You wouldn't have to have microphones anymore. The AI would recognize your voice, and it would see you. You would go like, "Hello, how are you?" And it would register that as, "Hello, how are you?"
Mm-hmm.
And we can literally just be like,
Exactly. Right. Be like, yeah, we just pick up on it, and maybe it would make us say dumb shit sometimes, but sometimes we say dumb shit anyway, and that's fine.
it might make us say some really like nasty racist shit.
Oh yeah, we just like go
And
back
then we're
and
like,
watch our show.
no,
We're just like,
no. We're like, no, we didn't say that. But the AI is like completely like here to sabotage us, and
makes
it's
it much
like,
worse.
yeah, it's here to sabotage us, and it starts saying things that we are not saying. So it's like, I hate all of our viewers. I hope you all,
Right,
we're like,
right.
we're literally going, no. And it's literally just like, eh.
Yeah, man, that'd be funny.
It's like, I remember that time you guys had me saying some gay shit about Gandalf and Frodo. It's like, I'm never letting you guys live that down.
Dude, that was all our fault.
No, I think that there is some AI out there. I think AI is some guy named Alex Indigo or whatever, and he saw us type some silly shit, and he was like, "Oh boy, it's time." Gandalf looks at Frodo's butt longingly, and he just starts going. We're like, "Whoa!"
Yeah,
we're just like, "Whoa, terrible. That's not where we're trying to go with it." And it's like, bet.
Yeah, dude, it's bad.
What do you think about this beer?
It's good.
Helter Swelter. It is a mango sour ale with habaneros.
I like
It's
that.
from Arcane
I like
Ale
habanero.
Works, which we've never had any beer from them.
Habanero.
Largo, Florida.
Florida.
Yeah, so the habaneros are really mild. Oh. The habaneros are really mild in it. You're getting mostly sour ale, mango sour, all of that vibe. And then you're getting like a little bit of spice at the end.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Right.
It's not too shabby.
It's pretty good. Sorry.
Would you want more of this? You're not done with yours. So I'll get some more. So what's going to be one of the biggest struggles you have to deal with in putting this guitar? Is just constantly working down the materials so you can get things flush, or?
So it's 300 pounds of pressure
Right.
on top, right? The playability of one neck is affected by the string tension. So if I set one neck and think it's good, and then set the other neck, I'll find that the first neck is now changed. So
Is it because it's like warping the wood?
Yeah, it's because
The tension's like changing?
The top, it's two necks with two sets of strings that share one top, and so they
Finding a delicate balance.
So there's you have to set both necks at exactly the same time. You
Oh.
can't do them like I can't glue this one on until the other one is set, and then I have to check it without gluing it back together. I have to then check it, and then make adjustments.
Are you eventually just going to
So-
send this back to Greta Van Fleet in pieces and say, best of luck?
No,
Thanks
no,
for
this is gonna be fine. I mean, I'm
long, and thanks for all the fishes.
I actually, I'm very close to done. I'm very close to done.
That sounds like a nightmare.
It's not.
Like, mind you, I know nothing about the
Dude,
craft.
it takes a lot of math and a lot of when I mean a lot of math, I can tell you exactly what the string height's going to be in the end on both necks.
Right.
I know exactly that measurement. And I know what dimensions I have to have to get that measurement. I know
Right.
how much tension that it's going to put out. So, I have all of that calculated, right? And that's the hard part. Is, that's the hardest part is getting all of that stuff figured out. But then once if you know how to do it, it's not really all that hard, I guess, because you just do everything the same way, you know. Like it's the same math for
It just
every-
seems difficult,
it's
like
like
trying to
this-
balance it all together.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard. I mean, you have to. Maybe the hardest thing actually is, you know, like you might be able to figure out the numbers, right? But then figuring out those numbers and turning it into, you know, and like getting the result you want,
Right.
you know, to line up with that. That's where like the skill actually is.
Hmm.
I mean, you know, there's the physics of it are kind of formulaic, mostly. I mean, there's always some stuff you can't really predict, but
Right.
because I mean, no two guitars the same way exactly. But I mean, the physics of it are pretty calculatable, and you know, you can kind of figure it out. Then, like, if the hard part is then putting what you know into practice. You know, like you have to be able to remove exactly the right amount of material.
What's a catastrophic failure? What's the thing that worries you most about this?
This thing?
Yeah.
Worried about the top collapsing. Kinda. Not so much anymore now that I've reinforced it. But we'll just have to see. Who knows? I don't know. It hasn't held tension in almost 2 years, so that's scary. But
What do you think about this three camera deal?
it's too many cameras.
Jake from Three Angles.
I
I like all the stripes though.
I don't wear stripes. This is a black shirt with some white spots.
If you're seeing stripes, it's in your own mind.
I do not wear stripes ever.
All right.
Never.
Did you want to do any more repair or?
Man, I could, but like I said, it's more fun to sort of talk about it, you know.
More fun to talk about what you need to do than actually do it.
Well, it's gonna be like another 45 minutes. I mean, like not talking and just.
Yeah, I get
honestly,
that. I
you
get
know,
that.
But I mean, at this stage, I'm really pretty close. Like, I have a little bit more to do on both necks, but not much. And then they'll be pretty much there, you know.
You'll be donezo.
Yeah, it'll be nice. Should be nice. I don't know.
All right. Let's get back to La Beer. I'll put that up for a second. And we'll get back to it. So yeah, like I said, habanero, little spice, mangoes, sweet, sour, mildly sour, not super sour.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You ready to get into our last beer and call it a night? I'm excited for Oktoberfest, man.
Me too. I like Oktoberfest. My dad's gonna be here that weekend.
Is he? Well, we're doing a show on a Monday, so is he going to be there the weekend of that?
Probably
So not
won't
this
be-
weekend,
won't
but
be
next
Monday.
weekend?
He'll be here next weekend.
We're gonna have some bangers. We have to think of some ways to just not make it where we're just drinking
I think we should just drink.
Oktoberfest beer.
I think we should have. You know what I want for a background, like one of the little videos.
So we had like,
I want to put the green screen up and have like one of the little videos, but like I want it to be people going into a store, like a clothing store, just trying on lederhosen.
okay,
You know what I mean? Like they
Not
like,
really,
they
but-
they like walk in, they pick out a pair of lederhosen, and they like try it on, they look in the mirror, and they kind of like frown, and they get another pair.
no, like, this is not the later
And they
hosen
go-
for me.
Yeah, and they just go through like a couple pairs, and then they go back to the first pair, and they still don't like it, and they end up buying it, and they return it in like a week. I want that whole scene, basically. You know, does that make sense?
Strange, but I'm trying.
I want that whole thing in the background of the show.
Disappointing later hosen.
That's what real life's made up of, you know? It's like trying on lederhosen and not quite liking it because
No, I don't think that'll be it. We've done some pretty. I think we've done probably 2 to 3 Oktoberfest episodes. We've done a couple pumpkin carving episodes. I don't know if you want to do that. Do you want to costume up this year for Halloween? And do a Halloween episode? Oh, I don't know. It doesn't matter. We'll have it on a Monday. We'll do our episode on a Monday and have our own little Halloween episode.
That's true. We can do that. Well, we'll do some. We always do something for Halloween. Halloween is on fucking Tuesday. Dude,
What?
you want to go see Here Come the Mummies?
Here Comes the Mummies. What is
Dude,
that?
So it's a band that it's great. Okay.
They only play for the Halloween.
They only play on Halloween.
Okay, I was guessing on that, but okay, good guess.
They've been doing it for like 20 years in Nashville.
Okay.
They're great. Nobody knows their identity because they're disguised as mummies.
They're like Slipknot kind of shit.
No, it's great. It's like all sorts of stuff. It's always like sort of Halloween themed, sort of not, you know? Always
Okay.
draws a good crowd. It's a vibe, dude. They dress like mummies and nobody knows their identities. Here come the mummies. Hang on, let's see if we can pull it up. I don't even... Yeah.
That sounds
Look
like
at this shit. Look at this shit. Here come the mummies. Dude, it's so good. Alright.
and they're like, you know who's coming to town? Here comes the mummies.
Here comes the mummies, dude. Just that's such a great band name for a Halloween band. You gotta admit, like Here Come the Mummies is awesome.
They play once a year and make all the money they need to make. Sounds familiar. We're gonna get copyright strikes.
What?
He's got the Prince guitar.
Kinda looks like it.
Here, turn it off real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's loud and it's also copyrighted, so
Hey,
best not.
copyright. This is live. Fuck, that's Facebook. That's shit. Oh well. Okay. I tried. Ah!
Okay.
Wait.
So, Jake, I want you to open up the last The Forgotten Lemon. I've seen that before. Jake,
It's a black can.
it is a black can.
I've never had a black can. Have you had a black can?
I don't think so, but
What? Does nobody
Tell-
do this? That's
tell me what this
weird.
is.
That's weird.
Open it up and tell me what it is.
It says sour ale. That's all it says. It's a sour ale.
It's called Miami Vice. Tell
Oh,
tell
yeah,
me,
yeah. Okay,
yeah,
so-
Jake, tell me about it.
5 alcohol by volume. 1 pint. That's 16 fluid ounces. Miami Vice.
It is
Resident
a
Culture and Trippin' Brewers.
the sour ale,
Trippin'
right?
Angles, yeah. Yeah, it's sour. Brewed by Resident Culture Brewing Company. Central Avenue, Charlotte, North Carolina.
All right, come back in. Come back in, Jake.
Cocktail-inspired sour ale with strawberries, coconut, pineapple, and lime. Collaboration with our friends at Trippin' Animals.
Come Show us the can. Show us the. You're hitting my camera. Show. Sour ale, Miami Vice. It's hard to see what's going on.
They
I
got
do.
like a car, you know. They're like driving in it. Those.
Yeah, there's like a flamingo coming out the front of their car,
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
like a flamingo's head.
vibe, honestly. All right.
Open that bad boy up.
We did it.
Insanity.
What is?
and pure insanity.
I'm just gonna like start pouring, and if a glass.
The glass
like,
is behind
hits-
you, Jake.
You should put your glass here then.
Okay.
You know, 'cause it's just like you have moments.
Jake, come on, man.
I warned you.
You didn't say when though. You didn't
I
say
said
when.
I was just gonna start pouring. I'm sorry. I'm really chaotic right now.
I know.
Can you stop?
All right, yes, please stop. I've already got this shit dripping off. It's already gotten on your pants.
Fuck, my pants.
The purple pants, the prince.
I can't wash these. They're vintage.
The Prince breeches. They're actually made from Prince. They're necro breeches.
It's true.
Help me out, be a pal. I got one hand.
Oh shit, sorry. That was mean. There. Alright. Cheers. Cheers, dog.
Cheers, dog.
Cheers, dog.
That do be good.
It's pretty good.
That do be good.
Hey, cheers, dog.
This is almost like POV.
What? Oh yeah, it isn't. Oh fuck.
It's like fucking Skyrim.
Like a POV cheers.
Yeah.
Just like imagine you cheersing with Jake. It'll never happen. You're not cool enough. If you're out there watching, you're not cool enough.
No, I dig it.
I dig it. I dig it. Brandon, look, watch this.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have some bad news. I did not get the job at Fruit Loops. My body is now your communion. Please eat from me. Eat from me. Drink from me. Drink from me. Drink from me. Drink from me. Please eat from me.
So cursed, you know? I love cursed videos, you know? Oh, fuck. Right? Right? Look at this little burger place. Look at this. I didn't know about this until now.
Burger. The coolest burger in our country.
To give the idea,
It's Canadian burger. Look at this.
thin bun.
Pancakes. Yeah, more color on that side.
More color on this side. Yes, yes, chef. A
Look at it.
2-ounce patty.
Oh, I see it.
Look at this.
What?
Look
I'm
at
watching
this.
it through.
Patty goes on the bun, right?
Patty goes on the bun.
Cheese. They use Swiss cheese. Got the dickhead sauce.
How
Just
thin
enough.
it is.
Your sauce, man. Onions. Hamburger relish. Okay, mustard.
There is one final touch.
How do you get that off of that? It's a wedge.
It's a sweeter.
Look how thin the bun is. Look how
This
thin
is
it is.
beautiful. Look at that.
Look how thin it is.
Huh?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
POV. It's like Skyrim. Ish. Ish.
Hey, watch it.
I was an adventure like you. So I
Hey.
took an arrow to the leg.
To the knee. Goddamn you. To the knee. Ooh, did you see this?
Life is truly amazing. Look what they are
I
doing.
love the accent, you know?
Did you see that? It's gorgeous. The way it grows. Oh, it's so satisfying. I love it. Oh la la. Ah, the hamburger deserves it. Fuck America. What's a macaron? What? I didn't like that. I don't like that at all. This does nothing for me. That was horrible. Stop. Enough. This will be good. Yeah. Now that's what I'm talking about, baby. That was right. Okay, I actually like that one. I'm indifferent of this one. Points for the drama. I love a flair for the dramatic. I might like this. I don't. I didn't like that at all. That made me feel itchy. That was cute. Hate that. This does nothing. Is this doing anything for you? That's nothing to me. Life is truly
the accent.
I just like the accent. Yeah, you know.
It was obnoxious.
Ooh, what about this one? Look at this one. Right?
Is that an earthworm?
Yeah. Right. I'm sorry, I know I've devolved this. Ooh, this is a good one. Just good sounds. It sounds good, you know?
Yeah.
You like the stones like spinning? It makes me happy. Wow. That's what happiness is.
Jake, you think we should do like POV episodes?
I'm kind of digging it, honestly. It makes it feel like they're just like here drinking. This is what it would be like. Actually, this is exactly what hanging out with me is. Like, you know, you're there drinking your beer, POV like this, and I show you memes. You know?
And over beer, I said, you know how we can brute force passwords by going A.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
You did? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's not very entertaining. Ooh, have you seen this one? Dolphins, right? Dolphins, man. Hate dolphins. Fucking hate dolphins. Hang on, I gotta find another good one. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Okay. You seen this one?
Hi. Hi.
Right?
Hi.
I just love the effect. It's great.
Just a frog jumping on somebody.
Yeah. I like frog. Ooh, how about this one?
Should gingers be allowed to drive?
Ginger headed.
Yeah.
Now why?
They're not allowed to drive.
Does it exist?
Thank you. Should gingers be...
They don't exist.
All right, Jake, let's get back to the show.
Ooh, okay, wait. One more. I gotta see from the beginning, okay? They're just like so upset, you know? Right?
Yes.
Just so mad. All right.
All right, let's
okay,
get back
all right.
to the
I'm sorry, that was a
episode.
good like
We did like a little PIV or POV moment.
VIP
You know,
POV. VIP POV.
we had a little thing there.
That was actually kind of a vibe for a few minutes. We should do that more often.
Because
Not
it was
for very
just
long.
you, Jake. It was just you.
That's what the show's all about, dude.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
fair.
me.
That's fair.
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know
I'm just
how
kidding. That's mean.
to
It's
have,
also about
other
you, at
than the
least
person holding onto the camera,
2%. What?
other than the person holding onto the camera, like how I held onto it, I don't understand how a POV episode would work. Because
Well,
you would
we-
want
we-
the
we
camera
go back
and the
forth in
microphone.
Trade. We could do like, 20 minutes of drinking with Brandon. Right? And it's just like, cheers. And then you just like sit there and do whatever you do. You know, it doesn't matter. Just kind of hang. I mean,
Oh,
that
we're
that was
basically,
kind of a vibe.
yeah, we're basically interviewing each other.
Yeah, kind of.
So you basically, what you would do is if it was an episode where it was like POV Brando interview, POV Jake interview, I would come up with like 20 questions and I would POV question you.
No, but I want it to be like just like the surrealistic, like hanging out, talking about like utter nonsense that has, it's like it requires context that you'll never have, so that like nobody that's watching can actually understand it all. They don't have a chance of understanding.
Yeah, what just means they'll just dip out. They'll click on it and be like, I have no idea what's going on, and they'll
No,
just
I
dip.
want you to, but like there's the way that should work if you do it right is you tune in and you're just like, what's going on? I still don't get it. I've been here for 20 minutes. What's going on?
I'm still here though. I'm entranced.
Yeah, that's
I gotta
like,
know what's going on.
That's like a Coen Brothers movie.
Okay.
Right? Or the guy with the colors.
Joseph,
Stalin?
Technicolor raincoat.
You know
Technicolor
Wes Anderson.
lab coat. Oh yeah.
Nobody knows what's going on in those, usually. But you're just there because you're.
That was good.
You're just like confused.
I actually really like that one.
It was pretty tasty, yeah.
I hate that there's not more of it. All right, guys, we're getting ready to end it up for the night. I've had fun with you guys. I've had fun with Jake. You can't really see Jake because he's behind a guitar, but he will hold on to it. But either way, guys, I want to tell you guys from all our various cameras, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Hold on, let me fix that. Thank you, and thank you. Yeah, thank you from all our various cameras. Hey, I'm here looking for a small strip streamer, so you guys seem really cool. You guys play other instruments.
What do we do?
It says, hi, I'm here looking for small Twitch streamers, and you guys seem very cool. You guys play any other instruments? No. Jake plays the guitar, and Jake builds and repairs guitars. That's kind of Jake's vibe.
Sometimes I'd talk about an interest in playing the kazoo, but it's just like it's just something I've thought about a few times, you know? And but I've always thought that if I really dedicated the rest of my life to playing the kazoo, that I could be maybe one of the best
kazoo players.
Played the kazoo, you know what I'm saying?
Well, Jake, you can always play you got your hand kazoo, and you can play it at any time you want. No, you just ball your hand up like this. It got real jazzy real quick. I'm sorry. Any band you like to play on a guitar? Jake likes Mick Drake. You like to play Elliott Smith. You like Iron and Wine. You throw out some what's his name? Gypsy Jazz. Django. You throw out Django from time to time.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I do like this little webcam thing.
Yeah, I'm sad I don't have any more beer.
I like that it's shit, man. Just drink some of this.
Oh goddamn!
Get wrecked, dude.
He gives me the fucking stoutest of the stouty fucking
fucked.
sweet
Yeah.
beers. All right, I'll cheers it.
I'll pour the
bitch.
rest for me too. Sorry, that was rude of me.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Cheers.
Oh.
It's pretty good.
It's goddamn sweet.
It's sweet. It's actually. I had expectations for that one, but it's actually one of my least favorite prairies I've had.
So that
Good,
anything
but
Prairie puts out is
generally like it.
usually a banger. But this one, which is called This Is the Way, it's a very Mandalorian. It's got an otter type thing on it. I'm not sure. But anytime they make beer.
I'm gonna read this comment.
Oh, it says, sorry. It says, that's cool, man. You guys seem chill. I'm trying to kill some time. I'm stuck in a hotel in Toronto, wanting to fly home. You guys are entertaining.
It's funny. You're like the third person I've met today that's in Toronto currently, and we're not in Toronto, so.
We're not. We're
but
in Nashville.
One of my coworkers this morning was flying to Toronto, and then 2 hours after I got off work, one of my other coworkers, my buddy Justin, the guy that sent me this guitar to fix.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to slide that just a smidge.
He called me from Toronto, so it's the third person I've met today that's currently in Toronto.
Everybody's going to Toronto for some reason. The fuck's happening in Toronto?
What's happening in Toronto? Yeah, I like Toronto though. It's fun. It's sort of like Canadian Detroit.
Like Canadian Detroit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
That's what it is.
I'm trying,
Well, it's
but I don't.
it's the closest Canadian
Canada. Yeah. I've always wanted to go to Nashville. I think we're supposed to go there later on this tour.
Shit, who's on tour right now?
In Nashville, they all come to Nashville at
Well, I
some
know,
point. Nashville's kind of like the city for it.
It's
And
funny.
and this guitar right here, if you didn't know,
Who is this? This is one of my friends.
this is a Greta Van Fleet
McNally?
guitar. H.R. McNally. This is one of Greta Van Fleet's guitars that Jake is currently working on.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm very nearly done with it.
He's got little things here and there that he's working on.
I wanted so funny enough that you mentioned tour because like this is uncanny. You must be one of my friends. So because my two friends that are in Toronto right now are both on tour. So what? I mean, there's just no way.
I know. Like, how many people can there be in Toronto?
Oh well, there's like a. Are you? What? Hang on.
It's H.R. McNally.
Oh, yeah, Aerosmith. I don't know. Oh, well.
Aerosmith. Our tour, the tour I'm on with Aerosmith got postponed, and I think we're going to Nashville later this year.
Nashville's cool. Yeah.
Nashville is
Well,
cool.
I'm the head repair guy at Carter Vintage Guitars. So, and then sometimes I drink with this guy. And
Yes.
we don't normally do guitar repair, but we were kind of fucking around with it a little bit tonight.
So
you know?
Jake does guitar repair full time, but
Yeah.
it usually doesn't bleed too much into the show.
Yeah, normally we just kind of drink and do nonsense things. Do you want to move this? Here you go. Ah, sorry.
You're a son of a bitch for that. Prost.
I mean, I'm not.
God damn, that's sweet.
It's good though.
Fuck, that's sweet.
Kinda. We have any beer left besides that?
Yeah. Jake was like, I'm not drinking too much.
Well, I didn't want to drink much if
There's
we were.
some-
Oh, not
There's
that.
not the Three Floyds.
It's so goddamn tart.
There's nothing left in there anyways.
Is this all we have?
We've got some here. We've got some.
Which one do you want? You pick.
There's some Helter Swelter.
You want to just like suicide this shit and fusion them?
There's some Helter Swelter. Says I love Greta Van Fleet. I have a friend on tour with them right now. I wish I was out there. Fantastic band. Yeah, the guys definitely got some pipes.
They're cool.
And this is the so the lead singer. This is the Twin
no,
Brothers guitar.
Jake Kiska is his name. He's
Yeah,
a good dude.
that's
Yeah.
his guitar.
Yeah, and it's it'll be cool when I get it back to him. But there's like if you look up like Greta Van Fleet double neck guitar, you know, you'll find photos of this one. It was on at least one or two albums, I don't know. But
Yeah, it's
I mean, you can-
definitely out there.
you can look up double neck acoustic guitar, Jake Kiska, and this will pop up. But yeah, they're good.
Yeah, the guys got some pipes, and they're they've got skills.
They live in Nashville.
Do they?
Yeah. They're good people.
I would
mean,
never have thought that. We should have them on the show sometime.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, dude,
We have our tiny little baby show, and it's like
so-
we literally don't do this for money. It's literally just like we pour so much money into this.
fucking hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's just like
It's fine.
towers and racks of shit,
Mm-hmm.
and we do this just to meet awesome people and to possibly drink beer with them. And when we can't drink
I
beer with
actually just
interesting
do this to
people,
drink.
yeah, we just drink.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
That's
But
the ultimate goal.
No, yeah. and So it's yeah.
Oh, you have nothing in there.
Yeah. Fuck.
Have some Helter Swelter, Jake.
That's what you want to give me.
That's what we have some left of.
We have
This
we have
is-
the tart one.
Helter Swelter. This is a mango sour ale with habaneros. Yeah, and I'm struggling to fucking get through this prairie beer.
Yeah,
It says, see, my passion is to perform, and I have music out. I actually met a guy from Nashville that offered to take me down and help me record music down there. Yeah, Jake's actually in the process of recording some stuff currently. Well, you already recorded it.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
just,
Well,
like, fine-tuning
I'm
it.
doing the second album now. I've actually, that's something I didn't tell you about, Brandon, about my trip to Europe. I spent a lot of my time writing lyrics, you know, which I'm really into, right? But
Yeah.
I did. A big goal was to write write enough lyrics for a whole second album while I was in Europe.
Yeah.
Right? But like write the whole thing like in like the 2 weeks that I was there, like just like kind of because I wanted it to kind of like have like that feel of like, you know, where it's all written around the same time, where it's all like
everything's like
so it
there's
has like
continuity
some
and
so it has some continuity, but also like
fluidity.
yeah, but then like you get a different feel like it's based on like I don't know. So I don't know. So I had like this idea where I want to do like maybe it's a dumb idea, but I was kind of into the idea of doing an album that's all songs that's like 45 seconds long. 45 like I'm thinking like all the songs are 45 seconds to a minute and a half, like short as possible.
What if the song
But do like 30 songs, you know?
I mean, that's just filling an album. Is it quality over quantity, quantity over quality?
No. You can have so the inspiration.
What if a song is like a banger, right? What if it's 30 seconds long, but it's a fucking banger, and it's almost like watching a movie that's really short. Or a trailer, and people are like, let's see, or pilot, and they're like, let's see more.
I mean, there's some inspiration to it. For one thing, I'll play something that's non-copyrighted 'cause it's off the first album, but it's 21 seconds. But it was something that like,
My passion is to perform, and I have music out. I'm actually met a guy in Nashville. Yeah, I think you should come to Nashville. There's some really awesome people here.
Nashville's a vibe. I mean, I live here for the music scene. It's why it's why I wanted to move here. And Brandon lives here because I live here.
So you?
It's because you're awesome.
No, I bought a house here.
Well.
So you said you like to perform. Are you a guitarist, or do you play a different instrument? Are you drummer or bassist?
What does this person play?
Do you sing? Are you lead? Are you just asking these questions?
The kazoo?
Kazoo. He's harmonica. He's a washboard player.
You know, Viv is actually real good at spoons.
We've interviewed Viv. We've had a washboard player
Have we
on the
had one?
show.
Oh, yeah, with what's that band?
We had the Evergreen Family Band.
Evergreen Band. No, so I got a little
And we had
inspired from-
Bodine and the Poachers on. I think at some point.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. There's a couple bands that I've been into lately that like have been doing like songs that are like 55 seconds long. You know, like I remember like I mean it's just like it's enough for like one verse and like.
You like Nick Shoulders?
Nick
Shoulders.
No, I don't know him.
He's probably a little more country than you, but you would probably like it. But
maybe, yeah.
Some of his stuff is pretty short.
Well, I don't know. Like, here's one that I was kind of listen to this.
Okay.
Like, it's just instrumental. Just that.
I dig it. Something short. It's almost like an intermission, like a.
Yeah. So that's actually, it's funny enough. I have to play. So I play left-handed.
Yeah.
For anybody that's listening, I play left-handed, but that's like a little thing that I play only on right-handed guitars because like I'll hold it left-handed, but the strings are upside down, and so I play that when I set up guitars. Like I just do that little whatever it is. Just like going through and like checking that shit doesn't buzz, that plays well, and so I call it like a setup instrumental.
Yeah.
But it's like it's only 21 seconds.
It's just something to jam.
Yeah, it's just something that
This is Nick Shoulders. I don't know if it's your vibe. It's very like Appalachian country. He was learning it from his father and his grandfather, and it's very yodeling, and I don't know if it's your vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably gonna get hit with copyright, so I apologize.
That's yodely as fuck. Okay. How long does it have to be for copyright to hit?
I don't know.
A couple seconds? Longer? Alright, show me later. So this is one song that I've been into really a lot lately. It's like LA musician called Micah Preet, right?
Okay.
It's like the song that like really grabbed me, like that I've heard at this point like 200 times now, I think, in the last like 2 weeks. It's only 40 seconds long. You know, just like halfway there.
Almost.
Wait, this won't copyright. Like 40 seconds.
Is that all you need?
That's the whole song. But I don't know. I'm kind of into that sort of thing lately. So it's just an idea. It might be a dumb idea, but I want to do a whole album that's like 45-second songs to a minute and a half. You know,
It's just to
like-
make somebody
it's
feel
just-
something in a short period of time.
Yeah, just like one line that grabs you as quickly as possible, and then just on to the next song, and you can replay it as many times as you want. I don't know. And so I wrote a bunch of lyrics for some of that. Like, I mean, I've been, like here's one. Oh shit, I don't want to read lyrics live. That's weird. Is that weird? I don't want to do that. I mean, I can talk about songwriting. I like to. No, I don't want to read it.
That's
Can you read it?
that's okay, Jake.
You can read it.
Let's go back to our main cam. I can read it, but I don't. Okay.
Just read the first line. No, you don't have to.
Okay.
Do you want to?
I've lost interest.
You've lost interest in me, your best friend?
I've lost interest.
Brandon,
Once you pull it away from me twice, I'd lose interest.
you always lose interest when I pull it away from you twice.
Yes.
I could be taken out of context.
It definitely could be taken out of context.
That's funny.
You always lose interest when I pull it away from you twice. It's like
I just remembered earlier in the night, we were like, all right, hold up your glass. I
No.
remember earlier in the night, you were just like, cheers? And I was just like, yeah. And I just like pulled my glass away, and then just like, God damn it, cheers? And I'm like, sure. And then you're just like, no.
I was trying.
And then you're just
Jake.
like, I'm just gonna drink.
I was done with
And
that.
so
at
that was the
point.
second time. So you
I'd
always
had
lose
my
interest.
fill at that point, and I was done.
Yeah. I'm a silly guy.
You're a silly goose, Jake. Next week, guys,
The geesiest of
Monday
geese.
at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I am the goosiest of geese.
You are. We are doing an Oktoberfest episode. There's going to be shenanigans. There's going to be Oktoberfest
gonna be
beer that
great.
you can only get during Oktoberfest. Some of
gonna
them
be a
you
lot
can
of fun.
only get if you're in Nashville. We're going to be doing those. It's going to be silly. A lot of this kind
Next
of
week
stuff.
it'll be a good time. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
silly stuff. So thank you, HR McNally 3 for tuning in. He was kind of just killing some time while he was in a hotel.
Time, dude.
So I like the silliness. Thank you for tuning in. We're getting ready to call it a night, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. This is episode 210.
Yeah.
Season
we'll
2,
be back, we'll be
Trade
back next
Skills.
week. I mean, I don't know honestly, if anybody pops in and talks guitar repair with me, I will talk for a while. About
Jake
guitar
will
repair.
talk about the guitars.
But I don't do it much. I mean, like but
Guitar
the room
repairs
that
he
we're-
does a
The room
lot.
we're currently in, if you like turned it this way, it's like full of guitar repair junk. And you don't have to necessarily do that, but it's just like, shit.
I don't know if they can actually see.
Because the light, yeah, good.
Yeah, there's just lighting around.
Glaring
It's
light. That's fine. No, but like
it's just tons of
The house is
various
buried
equipment.
in tools and guitar repair shit. So I mean, that's like my main thing.
Yeah.
By far, my main thing. It's actually spiraled wildly out of control.
Yeah. Well, soon we are gonna have all of this
Move to the
woodworking
other
shit
shop,
move
yeah.
to our wood shop back
That
there.
would be nice.
This is gonna be a
Yeah.
full-on studio. We're gonna have episodes in completely in the green screen where we're sitting on mushrooms and stupid shit like
Dude,
that.
I fucking love sitting on mushrooms. And
You
shit
know
like
you
that.
can drum. Good night. Did you know you can drum on sad customer? What is
Sad
going on? I didn't even notice
customer,
sad
what up?
customer was there.
Welcome in. Well, we'll stay a few more minutes for sad customer.
Yeah,
right?
for sad customer from one of our oldest and loyalist viewers.
Loyalist.
Loyal,
Loyalist.
most loyal.
Loyal. Ah!
What was
Sorry.
that?
What?
I lost what you
I
said.
didn't say shit.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna narc on myself like that.
Thank you, sad customer, for tuning in. You've
All
been
right,
here
Brandon,
since the
whatever
beginning.
I know we have more beer to hold on before.
I literally have no other beer.
Where's the fooder?
This
over there,
there's
yeah.
nothing in there. Oh, there is.
Ooh, give me that shit. There we go. Hurt me.
All right, I want some of that too.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
That's it.
I knew we had some more of that shit.
We
I
do.
hated it and didn't want to drink it.
We do. I'm going back
But
to
I got no choice.
I'm going back to POV mode. Cheers, Jake.
I'm trying to think of a Skyrim line. Like, hey, watch it.
Whoa! It's the dragon,
You know, the,
dragonborn.
hey, like, come here often?
Keep moving.
Like, yeah, keep moving. I don't know.
Prost! I'm super late. No, I'm glad you're here.
No, it's
do you
okay,
know
it's okay.
you can
Welcome
drum
in.
on guitar? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's a box. This
Man.
sad customer, you missed it. This is a Greta Van Fleet guitar. This is one of their guitars that Jake is currently repairing. It's a double neck guitar. So there are two necks that go on there.
It's pretty cool, but also pretty lame. But also pretty cool.
Back to the POV. Cheers.
It's so tart. Fuck. It's pretty good though. It's like eating one of those like apples, you know?
Like
like-
eating one of those apples, you
You
know.
know, like one of those apples, you know, and then it's just like cry in the grass for like 25 minutes.
I don't know if that's happened when I ate apples, but
So normally,
you
like,
know, your journey's
normally-
different than mine, Jake.
Normally you get those like really sour like green apples, you know, and like your grandma gives them to you, right? And she gives them to you when you're like standing outside in the grass, you know, and then like, you know, and you think it's okay because you're outside and it's your grandma, right? And you bite into the apple and you just fall over in the grass. And you're like, Grandma, why, Grandma? You just roll around and you're just like hurt in the grass. Has that ever happened to you?
At least it for you. That was a very memorable experience. For me, that was a Tuesday.
Okay. It's really traumatic.
Yeah, apparently. That is sick. Yeah, it is. It is a sick guitar. I wish I
It
had
is
more of that
physically
beer
ill.
because I actually really like the fooder.
It is actually good once you sort of adjust to it.
It can be a bit much
It's like-
after going from some of that like imperial stouts like we
It
got,
tastes like sticking a fork in a socket.
but then you go back because you like it.
Well, yeah, no, you just go, you're just like, oh shit. But then like, there's something about it that you're just like,
you just
know
jam
what?
it right back in there.
Yeah, you just go straight back in. Like, yeah, yeah, like you're like, oh fuck, that really hurt. What was I thinking? And you just like lay there, and like 10 minutes later, you're like, I'm gonna do it again. And you're just like, I've done that a lot.
Have you,
No, just kidding.
Jake? What do
done
you
that.
think about like a double POV? So see how I'm holding this like this, right?
But
And
I
it's-
also and we have like one of the like
Yes.
like a split screen thing.
Yeah, and it's a double POV. Like we're both like having a conversation,
the
but it's
problem is you'd
completely in
see the camera
POV.
unless we paint it green.
But
'Cause,
then it would just be green,
I mean,
a
like,
random
look, it would
green.
be like it would be like me like holding a unless we, you know.
Well, I mean the green screen's not on.
I know, but like if the green screen wasn't on, it would look like I'm holding a camera because it would be holding. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I would.
We can figure out a workaround. I like the vibe that we're getting right now because it's pretty cool. You want me to hold the?
Are you trying to green screen? Are you trying to do the same thing?
Yeah, I'll hold it. I'll hold the shit for you. We'll do the
Are you trying to do the same thing? It's a little more difficult, you know.
point of view.
I don't know how I feel about this because you had a nice convenient view because you could just look over at the screen, but I, on the other hand, can't do that. I have to look this way, so I can't tell what you're actually looking at.
No, just
I can't
just
tell.
Like fucking Shark Attack. These people.
It is. It is.
Scary. No, just don't
Black-
worry, don't worry. Just ignore the screen.
Soulless
Just, like,
eyes, like a doll's eyes.
This is actually kind of fun.
Yeah. So
You know what? I honestly, Brendan, you know what happens to us when we do these shows, man, is we usually find our best moments after about an hour and a half of drinking.
okay.
And I really think we should just drink for 2 hours before we go live.
Drink for 2 hours before.
Yeah, no,
go
we
live.
just meet up and we just take shots, like, back and forth. Then we're just like, oh, shit, man. We still have to do the show tonight. Fuck. Once we get to about that point and you're like, you know what? I don't even care if we have to do the show tonight. That's when we should definitely go live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, like, that's when it gets, like, funny again, you know?
Hold on.
The problem with...
I'm doing something.
What the fuck? We have this thing where we have to, like, sort of, like... We have to force ourselves to be funny for, like... You know, until we're drunk, kind of.
It's difficult sometimes.
Yeah. That's the hardest part.
There's a delicate balance, of the screen to try to make sure each of us have equal space
I like
on the
that
screen.
it's just, like, your lower jaw. That's weird, yeah. That's what it doesn't matter.
There's not a way to have us equally with the both same amount of space. I could take this one down to that and take you up to that. And that looks about right. And then we take the Logitech background. We get rid of the link.
What? Fuck, it's midnight 8.
Oh yeah, I'm getting ready to turn that off. I'm trying something,
Sad
Jake.
customer recognizes your shirt.
Chrono Trigger, yeah. It's mild, but it works.
It's a good shirt. It's a good game. Fucking Chrono Trigger, dude.
All right, Jake, here you go.
What? Oh wait. You need to hold this and then you hold that.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to see how this double POV thing works. So it's like, we can't tell. it's like both of us just like holding cameras. Hey, can you get this out of the way?
Yeah.
This.
Just push it off. No, I don't know where to put it right now.
Put it on my chair over there. I'll hold this.
Fuck. Okay. Wait, I'm just gonna walk. I don't want to put it on the chair.
We're trying something, sad customer. Yes, this is definitely a Chrono Trigger shirt. I'm a huge fan. You missed it earlier, but we were talking about the first RPG that kind of sold it for you.
For me, I think my first RPG that I liked was Pong.
Oh yes, good old Pong.
Pong. Pong is great, I mean, and truly, like,
This
hallmark
what,
of
what do you
good
think about this POV thing that we got going on, Jake?
I know. Well, I need more cable link because I want to be able to like get like
You
right
can
in there,
you can do that. You can do
like
that.
this.
You have so much room. Do you want something like this? I can get another one of these for like $8.
Dude, I can fucking like spin this shit around. It's kind of cool.
This weird shit Jake's doing. Either way, this is our POV mood. It's kind of just meant for us to just hang out, hold the camera, and us have.
I think the key is going to be to not think about the camera and just like talk,
Yeah, you make it where the camera is not even an important part
You just
of.
like to like move the camera to like where you're like look with Like, try and follow your eyes with the camera.
Well, I mean, you're not
Right.
doing that because it's just my chin.
That's your... Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
I
you
see.
are totally in frame. I understand framing.
Well, then you can't cheers me no more.
I mean, whatever makes you happy, Jake.
All right, fine, cheers. I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna drink anyway. All right, cheers. I don't want this.
Wow.
Oh, it's so fucking dark.
That was mango habanero.
It's pretty good though.
Yeah. What is a way that we can make this
It's like sticking a
POV
fork in an outlet. It's
look
really
more
good.
streamlined?
Murder.
No, there's a way that we can attach this
Well,
to
we can
us.
just face both cameras to me, and then that's much better. Look at
Yeah, it's big fucking foreheads. Good job. You want double foreheads.
that. Yes. Yes.
Look at the fucking
Yes.
sweat glistening off that thing.
It's brilliant. Have you ever seen an eye so perfect? Have you ever seen?
All right, Jake.
Yes. I'm sorry. I have
Good
to
work.
ruin. I have to ruin
Good
everything
work.
that you try and do.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Me too.
There's a POV that we have set up.
Okay. I think it can work.
It can work.
We just have to like figure it out. You know, like I think what I'm imagining.
We need
the
battle
best
music.
Thing to do, the best thing to do would be to maybe like have a look here, like, hang on, give me this shit. Like I think maybe like if we both set our cameras down, you know, so that, I mean, because you still sort of get the like the POV effect. Like look at him, right? But I'm not having to control the camera, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can buy
And,
another
I mean,
one
you
of
can pick it up
these.
if you want to, but like I think it would probably be better if the camera sits like right next to our microphone for
Yeah.
the POV thing, and then
Yeah.
just like looks at the other person, and then you get the effect of like the arm coming in and doing arm things. See the arm things? Right?
Yeah. So the arm thing you're talking about, this is your camera. That's the camera you're currently holding.
Oh fuck! Wait, then
And this
that,
camera
well, that
over
makes sense, 'cause
here
it's
is
my point of view.
right.
I would see my arm, like, right? Exactly, right? That's this POV.
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 And then, like,
All
if we
right.
fight, it'd be like,
It's like this. Something like that. I basically just have it like wedged in
and I
between
pull out a
my.
gun. Like, and then, oh, fuck. And then just, all right. And then, like, sword. Ah, shit, you win again. Okay, and or just stab. Or fuck. Okay, you know what? I'm just not good at like the combat. You know, I'm really, like, it's not. I'm not made for violence. Stop. Don't do that. I'm not made for like violence, guys. I'm look in my eye.
Jake, this is boring. This is bad. This is not good. Yeah, no, it's not good.
Brandon, calm down and don't be such a don't worry so much about it, man. Just like
It's bad. That's not good.
Just like it's gonna look, man. I'm telling you, just have fun with it. No matter what you're doing, if you just have fun with it, people will enjoy it. You know, like you're just like.
All right.
Okay.
All right. That was it. That was the enjoyment. We had a good time with it.
All right. I'm sorry. I just had to fuck with you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I had fun with it. So thank
That was
everybody
fun.
for tuning in. Thank you guys for hanging out.
Thank you.
Next week is our Oktoberfest episode. Happens
great.
once a year. tomorrow is the
But
third.
especially on Oktoberfest.
Yes, especially on Oktoberfest. But next Monday, Oktoberfest, only Oktoberfest beer. We'll see you guys next week. I hope y'all have a great night. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Sad Customer, HR McNally 3, Frank, Evan, Courtney, everybody, Sky. You guys are awesome. Hope y'all have a great night. That's where you tell them bye as well, Jake.
Oh, what? Fuck. Oh, shit. Bye, guys.
All
I
right.
love you guys.
Good night, guys.